Will super spooky, obnoxious Halloween music become old after 3 hours? Probably, but I guess if it's really that bad, you guys can whine about it, but it'll be fine, dude. If anything, you guys will hear it a lot more than I will, so... not that big of a deal anyways, I suppose. But, yeah, hi, hello, what's up? It's Tuesday, and perhaps more notably, it's Halloween. Oh shit, and not only is it Halloween, but it's a cheeky little cooking stream for Halloween. Sorta. Yeah, by the way, yes, I am dressed up, indeed. Hopefully you can tell what I am, right? Right? I am, in fact, dressed up as the ghost on Lady Deathwhisper. Honka, honka. So, obviously, yeah, I gotta get into the Halloween spirit, right? So I put a lot of effort into this costume, and I put a lot of effort into making sure that I was fitting in with the festivities. Yeah. How long did it take to make this costume? Literally years, man. I've spent years fine-tuning and crafting this costume to get it perfect. Spared no expense, yeah. Hey, okay, you know what? Hey, at least give me credit for this. I did not actually own a single purple shirt. It looks kind of blue in this light, but I promise it's purple. You'll see it in the kitchen. I didn't own a single purple shirt, so I actually had to go to Goodwill and just buy like a cheap-ass purple t-shirt for $3, alright? So, hey, I put some effort into this shit, and I had to buy the note cards as well, alright? I had to buy fresh. I didn't even have any note cards, so I had to buy this shit fresh. So, it was a lot of effort, okay? Shut the fuck up. Alright. Now, what are we going to be doing on this cooking stream today? No, to be honest, I kind of struggled for a while as to what I wanted to get or what I wanted to make today exactly, just because, I don't know, there's a lot of generic choices. Like, yeah, I could have made something pumpkin related, and yeah, I could have done, like, I don't know, something like I said, something pumpkin related, but I was like, no, I struggled for a long time to think of how I would make that fun to cook, and I couldn't think of anything. But one thing I thought, like, well, okay, what else do you associate with Halloween? Well, candy. Okay. So, with that, I thought, well, okay, if I'm going to make candy, then what would be the candy I would make? And I figured, well, in my mind, there's two specific candy bars that really stand out in my mind as my two comfortable favorites in existence. The two that, if I see them in a little pile of candy, I will always go for them first. And those would be Almond Joys and Paydays. Those are, I'd say, my favorite two candy bars in existence. And I understand that not everybody's going to agree with me on that one, and that's fine. Just know that you're wrong. Mine are better. And yeah, streamer, this one's better. No, it's not. I'm gonna stop you there, dog. I'm gonna let you finish, but Paydays and Almond Joys are the goats, okay? They are goated. So I like nuts. I am a fan of nuts. And really, you know, it is kind of appropriate since it's the day before the start of non-stop nut November. So we got to prepare our nuts in advance for said non-stop nutting, right? So, what's a, what the fuck? Almond Joy is gross! I respect your opinion, and then you also need to respect my ability to say that you're completely wrong. Okay. I woke up and chose violence. Well, not to worry. Later in this cooking stream, we're gonna have to, like, wait a little while. And when we're waiting, we're going to be doing a full-on candy ranking tier list, okay? So, in case you want to hear all of my takes on candy bars and not just the two objectively best ones, not to worry, kids. We will be ranking all of them. So, you got that coming, so I'm sure you'll get to even hear Dali's more super based candy takes a little bit later. But for now, let's start with the cooking since we got to get this shit rolling. So that way, by the end, we can enjoy our homemade Paydays and Almond Joys. Oh shit, and obviously I got the real thing as well, so that way we can compare the two. But let's make our way out to the kitchen, shall we? So let me get the proper mic going here. Hold on. Hello, chat? Hello? Hello? Hello, chat? Hello? Okay, good. And then we can go to the kitchen. Okay. Nice. You can get 2 of those in Finland? No way. We'll talk about this later, but there's no shot that you can only get 2 of those. What? Alright. Let's do it. Oh boy. It's Joel. Hey, buddy. Yeah, Joel isn't really dressed up, I guess. Sorry, Joel. He doesn't really have any exciting costumes, but it's okay. He's a fish. He doesn't need to dress up. He's already a fish by default, right? That's fine. All right. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start first with the Almond Joy, because as far as I can tell, that's going to take a little bit longer to make, and then after that, we'll swap to the Payday, because that one should be relatively simple and relatively straightforward. This is not really necessarily going to be like a full-on cooking stream that takes hours and hours. I mean, maybe it will be, I don't know. But in theory, this one should be shorter than usual. Maybe this is like a half-length cooking stream that will also fill in with the candy tier list ranking, whatever. Why am I quiet? Am I? Chat, am I quiet? I can turn myself up, hold on. Am I quiet to anyone else? Is that a thing? Smidge quiet. Hold on. No, there's a volume setting on here somewhere. Test. It's not that button. Test. Testing? Well, now, yeah, it's better right now because it's right next to my... It's right next to my mouth. Hi. Oh, hi. Yeah, it sounds good if it's like this, obviously, but if it's on my shirt, it's going to be right here. Is it sounding good here, or is it quiet here? Because it needs to be loud here. So move it closer to my mouth. Yeah, great. Thanks for the tip. Hold on. All right, you know what? I guess we're going to have to find the... I'm gonna get the instruction manual out real quickly, find the volume button. I know there's a volume button on this thing, but I shouldn't have changed any settings. It shouldn't have changed at all. It should just be the same setting it's always on, which I know its volume is usually fine, but... Hold on. The user manual. Product instruction. How does one change the volume on this shit? I could just up the gain, I guess. I mean, I know that works too, but it's not a great solution. Maybe I'll just do that real quick and worry about this volume shit later. Okay, whatever. Let me just up the gain. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'll just do it via... Oh, Jesus, hair. I need to get this shit cut, man. Let me just modify it via an OBS filter instead, because that's faster and easier, and I already know how to do that, so... Okay, let's see. If it's like right here, is that going to work better? It still looks quiet. Hold on, I can just up the gain more, fuck it. More gain, all the gain. The gains. All right, that should be fine, right? Tell me if this is fine, because it's going to be like sitting right here when it's on my chest. So as long as this is fine, I guess it'll get the job done. Chat, any confirmation? This volume level maybe? Better? Question mark? Tenuous says yeah. Okay, that's a good start. Any other confirmations just to make sure that I'm not like super quiet? Whisper quiet? Chat? Literally anyone, just, okay, sound great-ish. Great, thanks. Okay, whatever, good enough. Get that shit on the shirts, and let's do it. Okay. Anyways, let's continue. Honka. Okay, so, let's start with the Almond Joys, since the Almond Joys is the one, like I said, is going to take a little bit longer, I think, than the payday. I will link you the recipe I'm going to use in chat. Now, they're very difficult recipes. They're the first ones I respectively found on Google when I searched how to make homemade Almond Joys and paydays, so I did some extensive searching, extensive research on this one. All right, now, first things first, I think what we want to start doing or start working on is we're going to have to toast some almonds, because surprise, surprise, in an almond is contained, or in an Almond Joy, it contains almonds. I know, shocker, right? So, let us prep that first, because we gotta like toast a bunch of almonds, because almonds are, evidently they're toasted when they're put inside of Almond Joys. The more you know. I didn't know that, but okay, sure, why not? All right, so to toast the almonds, it says to preheat this shit at 350, or we'll preheat the oven at 350 degrees. I know you can technically put them on the skillet as well, but maybe I do just put them on the skillet. Nah, you know what? Nah, yeah, fuck it. I'll just put them on the skillet. That's probably fine, right? That'll be fine. I've never toasted almonds before, but how hard could it be? I imagine you just kind of heat up the pan and then you just throw almonds on there, right? Probably pretty easy. Yeah. Probably faster as well. Then what sort of heat do I have to do? It just says toast until golden brown. Okay. Pan method. Okay, spread almonds in a single layer in a dry cast oven or a heavy stainless steel skillet. I'm just going to use a regular non-stick, whatever. Heat them over medium heat, strain or toss them frequently until golden brown starts to smell nutty. Should take approximately 3 to 5 minutes for whole almonds. Watch them closely as skillet toasted nuts. Oh, I'm a skillet toast a lot of my nuts. Burn easily on the spots that they contact the pan. They also continue to darken for a few minutes after you pull them off the heat to transfer out of the hot pan to cool. So I did in fact buy myself some almonds. I guess it's been a long ass time, or maybe I've never bought almonds in my adult life before, but god damn, almonds are expensive. Holy shit, this tiny little thing costs $4. I went for like the regular, I looked at the regular little bag of like what they describe as like baking almonds, like stuff for like baking that I'm doing here, sorta. And it was like $8 a bag. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I bought like the tiniest little almond container I could find, and even this was still $4, which is kind of a scam-ass, but whatever, dude. I guess I'm splurging just for you guys for the Halloween stream, so you're welcome. These ones are technically not like the baking version, so I think they're lightly salted, but that's okay. I don't mind slightly salty nuts, as long as they're not like excessively salty. A little tiny coating of salt is very pleasurable in your mouth, honestly, so. All right, quality assurance, of course. Yeah, yeah, those are almonds. Okay, cool. Used to eat almonds as a snack daily, but it got too expensive. God damn, it is good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, all I'm doing is spending like $1 per bite right now. So, wait for that to heat up. Now, we're gonna make like a half recipe of these almonds. We're not gonna make a full recipe because a full recipe essentially makes like a full 9x13 sheet of candy bar, and I don't need that much as just a single dude living in his apartment. Hell, if anything, I don't even think I want to eat like all of the half portion I'll make because like, gotta keep my gains, you know? So, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this leftover candy bar after this is over, but regardless, we're gonna make a half recipe of the Almond Joys because that'll already be enough as is. Alright. Give the rest to trick-or-treaters? There's no trick-or-treaters where I live. At least, well, I mean, I've lived here for 4 years and I've certainly never had anybody. I don't give any indication that it's available since, you know, I don't have any decorations outside my apartment, so usually it's an indication of like, fuck off, don't bother me. All right, meantime, we'll wait for the almonds to do their thing. How many almonds are we gonna need? It says for the full recipe to use 80 whole toasted almonds, so about 2/3 of a cup or 105 grams. I guess that just means I'll prepare 1/3 of a cup in that case. Kind of silly to measure nuts by volume just because like, I feel like the size isn't necessarily like super constant, but whatever, I guess we can always just, if anything, I should toast more than I need to instead of less than I need, because if I have more than I need, then whatever, I can always just eat them separately. Okay, so in theory this should be in the neighborhood of 40. This definitely seems like less than 40. Also, well, okay, it does actually give a measurement that you can do by weight as well. It says like 105 grams. Okay, I got the food scale. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. God, these are tasty. These aren't gonna last long, definitely, once I'm done with the stream. Alright. That is 57 grams, aka 114 if it was a full recipe. So, okay, that was enough. I see a half almond in there, though. Hold on. Sneak in a full one. Okay, cool. I'll probably have some leftovers, but that's fine. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming there isn't much to this. I don't think I need to put any oil or anything like that in the pan. I think I just send it. I just think I toss them on and wait for them to get nice and golden brown and crisp, right? Okay, that was underwhelming. No, like, or anything like that. Just, yep, okay, they're there. Now, the recipe says it should only take like 3 to 5 minutes or whatever to toast them, so, okay. Exciting almond toasting process. Very fun. As you can see, this cooking stream is going to be very exciting. Yeah, to be honest, there's nothing really super flashy or super amazing about the cooking technique that I've seen, like, as to how to make these. So, I'll be honest, it's not going to be the flashiest cooking stream ever, but that's okay. I've never tried to cook something like this before. Like, everything I've done in the past has been more like legitimate meals. So I'm a little curious if I can pull off something like a candy bar, since that's not something people would traditionally make at home. Like, who the fuck is going through the effort to make a homemade almond joy or homemade payday, right? Like, we're just like, okay, I'll just buy a candy bar at the store. And oh, not to worry. There we go. We did in fact also buy the real thing. So like, obviously we're gonna compare the two once we're done. King size is always such a scam because like it's not actually like an entire bar right here. All this is like 4 separate tiny ones. So it's like this one, this one, this one, and this one. Calling this king size is like very misleading. At least when you get a payday, this is just like a whole chunky ass bar, okay? That's just one legitimate little chunky boy, so they don't scam you unlike Almond Joys. But whatever, dude, it's alright. Still will taste the same, I assume. Okay, how are these going? Are these getting more toasted? They still look the same. I don't know. Maybe I should cover this. Maybe that would help. Let me try doing that. Let me get out a little, I guess, I don't really have a real cover for this pan, but I do have like a metal pizza tray that I used, if anything, to make the pizza a couple of nights ago. That'll work. Ah, yes. Alright, sure. And we'll just leave that be for another couple of minutes, and I guess we can just continue to work on the other stuff. Did chat die again? I've had the same problem as I always have lately, where like, for whatever reason, chat just always dies on this Chromebook nowadays. I gotta imagine this Chromebook's on its last legs. I should probably start working on replacing this shit, because now, like, either you guys are really quiet and haven't commented for the past 5 minutes, or, chat probably broke. Hold on, wait a minute. I know, you're watching a very exciting toasted almond process where you can't even see the almonds. Very exciting. Okay, there we go. Now I can see you again. I should have skinned the almonds first so I could see when they start browning. I mean, when you have an Almond Joy, it's not skinned, right? It's pretty... It's got the almond skin on there still, so I think it's Gucci. Okay, well, I can see them smoking a little bit, so that's probably a good sign. Let's flip them over a little bit. Okay, here we go. I'll get some color on them. I see a little bit of darker spots, like where they were contacting the pan, so okay. I mean, really, toasting almonds doesn't really need to be super fancy of a process, right? Because for the most part, I don't know, just like, if I had a raw almond in the Almond Joy, it'd still be very tasty, so... Let's let that chill for another, I don't know, minute or two, and then I think it's good to go. I could have done this process later, by the way. It's not like it had to be done at the start, since it's not a lengthy one, but, man, I figured... Might as well make it so that way the toasted almonds are ready to go when we need them. So I don't want to, like, I don't need like another panic process where I'm like, oh my god, I got to toast almonds. Oh my god, holy shit. Not that there's really any. There's no heating involved in the rest of this recipe, I don't think. Besides, I think just using the microwave, as exciting as that is. There's no like baking process. There's no any heat source after this, I don't think. Besides the microwave a few times. Hot nuts? Well, we all know Lido's into hot nuts. Hot nuts and flaccid. Her fave. Okay. Those are once again kind of smoking nice. Smells nice. Smells very, I don't know, nutty, I guess. Smells like hot nuts. Hot nuts. Okay. Good enough for me. I'm very familiar with hot nuts, so... I can vouch for these and indeed counting as hot nuts. That will eventually go into my mouth. Well. Alright, just put them like in a, I don't know, on a plate for now, I guess. Okay. And there we go. I guess we'll let these continue to just do their Bing chilling thing here off to the side while we continue the process. Alright. So, now we need to prep, I believe, the coconut mixture for the Almond Joys. That's the kind of the base part of an Almond Joy, or like the core of an Almond Joy is coconuts. Now, for those that don't have Almond Joys, I guess, where you live, number one, I feel so sorry for you. And number two, Almond Joys are basically, Google it if you really want the full explanation, but Almond Joys are essentially chocolate bars. Well, okay, so it's got a coconut filling, okay, so it's like a sweet shredded coconut filling. And then it's coated with chocolate on the outside, and then on the top, there's 2 almonds on there, which are also then coated in chocolate, so that way it's like a full-on little chocolate encased unit, right? So we need to, first things first, work on the coconut part. Ugh. All right, so it says gather the ingredients. Okay, I've gathered them. Line a 9 by 13 inch deep baking pan with foil that extends up and over 2 opposite sides. Spray the foil with cooking spray. Okay. I got this in here somewhere. Hold on. Underneath 10,000 other dishing or cooking, baking stuff. Oy. All right. Well, that one, and then get the aluminum foil. Now, the aluminum foil right now might not make sense, but it'll make sense eventually, I promise. I might have read up on this recipe in advance just to make sure I could actually do this shit, and in theory, I can. In theory. But then again, while I didn't necessarily label this stream as a Clueless Bachelor Cooking stream, I'm definitely clueless when it comes to making any sort of candy bars, so no guarantees, that's for sure. Alright, so that's probably good enough. What? Internet. Alright, so it said you want this hanging over the side so that way we can just kind of use these to pull it out later. Because yes, with all these nuts, we are going to have to pull out at some point because you don't want to get too risky with your nuts. Alright. Stay. Line it with cooking spray, it says. Now, last time I used this cooking spray, apparently Europeans were very confused. Apparently cooking spray like this is not a thing in Europe or something? Or if it is, I guess it's just not commonly used. Anyways, cooking spray. Okay. Alright, am I making a jizz pocket inside the candy bar? I mean, it'll definitely be like very white and creamy and gooey and sticky in there, that's for sure. Alright, in a large bowl, stir together the sweetened condensed milk, vanilla, and salt. Okay, I probably should have done this before I did the baking pan, but whatever, dude. Time to get out my totally clean and pristine bowl right there. Okay, okay. Let's see here. So how much are we using this? I need to make a half recipe. I gotta make sure that I remember to like keep just doing half recipes and not full recipes. So it calls for half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. In reality, I guess I'm gonna use a quarter cup. Okay. Here's my totally clean and pristine quarter cup measure. Okay. Where's the nougat? There's no nougat in an almond joy. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Show carved pumpkin? Yeah, I don't have a carved pumpkin on me as well either. Unfortunate. And I'm gonna have to I gotta come up with some solution. Chat just keeps dying here. That's really annoying on my Chromebook. I might even have to get like my backup phone out or something instead, so that way I can just continue to see it. Otherwise, I have a really ghetto solution. I could turn on my TV in my room here and like just turn chat on to really large. Need the foil going another way in the pan too? Nah, it's not. He might, like I said, we're not using the oven at any point to bake any of this, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, it's not going to cover the whole pan. Like we're literally just, you'll see, okay? Just hashtag trust the process, okay? You'll see. All right, I've got a ghetto solution for chat that I'm getting up here off to the side that'll hopefully work. Anyways, so we're going to need the sweetened condensed milk, which you were asking about jizz earlier. That's about as close to jizz as you're going to get in a can. That's always fun. And then, okay, hold on. I'm bringing up chat on my little TV here in the living room. I'm just gonna make chat very large so that way I can see it from the kitchen. And this will be, I guess, a very ghetto, temporary, but working solution so that way I make sure that I can see chat constantly. Because otherwise, it kind of sucks if it's just like, has no one commented in the past 5 minutes or is chat dead? Okay. The glories of live production, eh? Okay, there we go. Now I can see you guys nice and large and wide peepo on my TV here. I'll show you even what I'm working with over here. There you are. Hi, chat. What's up, chat? Hello. Okay. I need it to be larger though. Old ass eyes can't needs this text to be larger. Larger. Okay. You are, in fact, on TV. That's very exciting. God damn it, dude. All right, hold on. Sorry, chat. You're... Okay. Hopefully that's large enough for me to actually see. It's like a long-ass way away, so it's not Super easy, but that'll work. Okay. So, anyways, so we gotta, let's see, what are we putting here in the little bowl? We are doing sweetened condensed milk, vanilla, and salt. All right, so sweetened condensed milk, like I said, it's gonna be a 1/4 cup, so let's get that. Kind of seems like not a lot. I mean, like, I know we're just making a half recipe, but kind of seems like there should be more of that in there, but once again, hashtag trust the process. I kind of feel like maybe I should just get out the smaller bowl. I feel like this large one might be overkill, unless I'm adding coconut to this later. I guess I will be. All right, fine. Now, for those that have not seen sweetened condensed milk before, it's not just like regular ass milk. It's definitely much more thick, let's call it. Tasty. I think the best way to relate with it is like it tastes like basically what the frosting or like the coating of a German chocolate cake tastes like. It's really good. I could just drink that on its own, to be honest. I wouldn't even have to like add that or cook that or use anything on this, to be honest. This is just like good as is. I could just like lick this off my finger for the rest of the afternoon if I really wanted to. But as much as chat would like to see that, we will, I guess, just use it in this recipe. Okay. Oh my, that is thick. God damn. That's a thick boy. God damn. All right, come on. We're gonna use a little bit more than 1/4 a cup just because it's, a lot of it's gonna get stuck to the inside of the measuring cup, I think. Alright. Comments. I mean, you were asking if we were making a jizz-filled little pocket earlier. I mean, that's about as close as you're realistically gonna get. Gum. Power. Halloween kids are addicted to it. Actually, I hope kids on Halloween are not addicted to cum. That'd be weird. Make for a very awkward trick-or-treating session. I should probably stop talking about kids and cum, huh? Fuck, man, this is too good. This is dangerous, man. I'm not a person who really eats candy bars all that much. Not because I don't like them, but simply because, I don't know. I never have incentive to buy them. I never just randomly have them because, like, I don't know. I'm not a kid who goes trick-or-treating and has a giant bag full of candy that'll last me a month. And that's usually how long it would last me when I was a kid, like when I went trick-or-treating. You get like about a month's worth of candy. And then also, I should have used the smaller bowl, fuck. And also, just like, it's not like I don't like candy bars, but like I don't love them so much to the point where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna go buy myself a candy bar. It's like I'm never that incentivized, you know. So, yeah. Anyways, okay, so we now do also the vanilla. Now it says like pure vanilla extract. I don't have pure vanilla extract, but what I do have, and I know will get the job done just fine, is the Baker's imitation vanilla flavor. It's not real vanilla, but it's close enough. This is basically SOM right here. Is it actual real vanilla? No, it's not. Is it gonna, I guess, scratch that itch and get the job done for most people? Debatable, but I guess for most people the answer is probably yes. All right. This is basically what's being announced at BlizzCon, by the way. The imitation vanilla flavor. You want no changes vanilla, but you're gonna get the imitation vanilla flavor instead. Sorry, boys. All right. So how much are we using of this? 1 teaspoon, so we want half a teaspoon for the half recipe. Here's our teaspoon, so half of this, I suppose. Okay. There we go. I shouldn't have used such a large bowl. Now there's gonna be a lot that's gonna stick to the sides and probably make it a difficulty to get it out of the bowl, but oh well. Live and learn. All right, and then salt, it just has 1/4 of a teaspoon, so basically barely nothing, or barely anything, so I guess just a little dash of salt, just like a little, That'll work. Okay, and then after we do that, gradually add the confectioner's sugar. And to the condensed milk mixture, stirring until well combined. All right, so confectioner's sugar, aka powdered sugar. I did not have any powdered sugar, so I had to buy this specifically for the stream. It's great value, obviously. I definitely don't need this much. I'm gonna need like a tiny fraction of this, but this is the smallest quantity they have at Walmart. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with the rest of this once I'm done with it, but I guess I'll just have a shitload of powdered sugar laying around for something, I guess. I don't know. All right, we need a beignet stream. Yeah, okay, maybe that is incentive to do it. I don't know. 2 cups, so 1 cup for a half recipe. Okay. So let's stir in like half a cup, I guess, to start off. It says to slowly stir it in, so that's about half a cup or so. Oh, careful, SpongeBob. Alright, probably just use a fork to stir this shit, right? Yes, sir! Right, so let's stir it in. It says stir it in a little bit at a time, so we'll start with this. It's already looking rather jizzy in there, huh? Should have used a smaller bowl, fuck! It doesn't really stir in much, it mostly just like, I mean, it kind of stirs in. Maybe I should just go full send and just add it all in all at once. I don't know. Would that ruin anything? It'd probably be fine. Maybe more of a top-down view here. Hold on. So you can see the jizz that we're working with. There we go. All right. All right, I'm impatient. We're just adding most of this right now. Okay, cool. We're not drinking, just enjoying some tea right now. I considered busting out the alcohol for this one, but to be honest, number one, it's still a little bit early to be drinking. It's still like 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, which most people in chat are gonna be like, so I drink at 1:30 all the time. In which case, you probably need some help. And then number two, I do kind of want to be productive after this stream is over. I kind of want to go to like the gym, for example, so I don't really want to get plastered for the stream. We might bust out like maybe one alcoholic beverage later, perhaps, but for now, it's still quote-quote early for me, so I'm going to stick to the tea at least for now, and then maybe we can branch out later. Yeah, this doesn't really like mix all that well. It mostly just kind of sticks and doesn't mix. Tea is nice, yes sir. Gotta get attached to my inner British roots, right? Yes. So this, keep in mind, is only half the sugar that we need here. We're gonna mix it in the other cup here, I guess, once this is somewhat mixed in. Yeah, this is much more annoying to mix in though with the large bowl like this instead of my small bowl. Mistakes were definitely made on that front. Buddy. I wonder if I could just use like the little rubber spatula. I wonder if this would work better. Yeah, this will work better. All right, get that jizz off the fork. Come on now. Come on. Gotta preserve all of the jizz here. Don't want to waste any of it. Nothing worse than wasted jizz. As we all know, whenever you have any jizz, you gotta make sure you gotta reconsume it so that way none of that protein is lost. I mean, carbs. Do I have any of the Hoppenstein Collector's Editions left? Bruh. See this little lineup over here, back there? I guess some of this shit is covering it, but hold on. Yes, sir. Got the nice little lineup right here. That's the barley wine. That's the cherry Mercules. That's the Giga Chad beer. That's the one I have left. Still saving it for something. And that's the chocolate Mercules, aka the edition 1 of 23, or bottle 1 of 23. This is actually still the scotch I had left over from my birthday stream a while ago. So that's the Offerman edition right there, and that is a almost finished bottle of Knob. The more you know. All right, come on, get in there, buddy, get in there. It's gonna be very sugary. I don't know. Are Almond Joys this sweet? Like the sweetened condensed milk is already very sweet on its own. I'm kind of shocked that it's gonna be sweetened by an additional cup of powdered sugar here, but I guess nobody ever tried to claim that candy bars are healthy, huh? Fair. Although there are almonds in these, right? There's gonna be like nuts. So there's gonna be peanuts in the Payday, and there's almonds in the Almond Joys, right? That makes them healthy. Nuts are healthy, right? Yeah. They got omega-3 amino acids and shit. Yeah. Just assumed I was saving empty bottles. I mean, I did save one of the other Giga Chad bottles just because it's so cool that I didn't want to get rid of it, but otherwise I'm not just going to have like a giant collection of empty bottles lying around my kitchen. That would get pretty messy pretty quickly. Is this even all going to mix? Like, how is all this condensed milk even going to absorb all of this powdered sugar here? It's going to be a thick boy once we're done. God damn. Is this really a half recipe? 2 cups of sugar? No, we're using 1 cup. Keep in mind this is a half cup measure right here. But still, it's an entire cup of sugar into a third of a cup of condensed milk, so it's it's definitely an NA recipe right here with how much sugar it's using, no doubt about that. That being said, sugar is delicious, so whatever, not gonna complain, I guess. But has a thick-ass batter here. I don't even know how I'm gonna get like all of this out of the bowl without like it just all sticking to the sides. That's gonna be frustrating. It's already sticking to the side right now. All right, fuck it. Just send all the rest. Fuck it. What's up, Grab Fate? We are making some candy bars today. We're gonna try to make a homemade version of both Almond Joys and Paydays. Currently, we're working on the Almond Joy. I know at the moment this just looks like a bowl of white powder and jizz. And you're not wrong if that's what you think is what it looks like, but eventually we're trying to get this into something resembling an Almond Joy. We'll see what happens. It's almost like turning into like a dough consistency now at this point instead of like a liquid. Now I'm starting to see like, so what we're basically going to end up doing is we're going to lay this out onto the baking pan. So Lida was saying, like, don't you need the foil to cover the entire pan? No, because it's not going to really be a liquid consistency by the time we put it in. It's going to be more like a really thick paste. So it's not going to really, like, you don't really have to worry about it spreading out and, like, coating the entire pan or anything like that. It's going to be very rigid by the time we're done with this. And this is already hard to stir. This is already, getting very thick. Oh, my, I'll show you. Yeah, okay. So that's all the powdered sugar and shit that we needed. Cool. And then, let's see, now I think we add the coconut. All right, yeah, add the coconut to the mixture and stir until well combined. The mixture will be thick, says the recipe. Yeah, it's not wrong about that. So it wants us to use 396 grams for the full recipe, so it turns out for a half recipe, it comes out to exactly 198 grams. Oh shit, look at that. Conveniently the exact amount in this package. Great value, of course. Imagine that. So that makes it nice and easy. I'm a coconut enjoyer. I will give you a pass for not liking Almond Joys if you don't like coconut, because, I don't know, some people I guess are either weirded out by the texture or maybe the consistency or whatever. I don't know, but I am without question a coconut enjoyer, so because of that, I am a big fan of Almond Joys and its coom filling. Start with that. It really just smells and tastes like German chocolate cake batter, or not batter, but frosting. Because I've made German chocolate cake before. It's one of my dad's favorite types of cake, so I made it for his birthday once. And I remember when I made it, like it uses quite a bit of coconut in the frosting. I remember just like, this kind of just evokes the feeling and the memories of that, because it used condensed milk and coconut largely. My God, that's thick. I'm gonna have to switch back to the fork now at this point. Jesus. Back to the fork. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh my God, that's hard to stir. I mean, it's definitely got the rigidity, I guess, of the inner core of Almond Joys now, which is, I guess, is what we're going for, but... Oh, like I said, getting this out of the bowl is gonna suck. Oi! Oi! Alright, keep in mind, we've only put like a third of the coconut in so far, so... Send more. If we do need to loosen this up a little bit, I guess we can just add more condensed milk is the plan, but... I do want to keep this as realistically thick as possible, because you do want the inner part of the Almond Joy to be able to hold its structure, so that way we can eventually dip it in chocolate and get this shit into an Almond Joy shaped sort of item. Ugh. That's a forearm workout, god damn. Ugh. God, this is so thick, dude. We sure we don't need to add more condensed milk? I might end up doing that, I don't know. I don't want to fuck with the recipe at all, but you gotta add the entire rest of this package, I guess, so, okay. That's still a lot. Oh man, there's a nice little block of coconut. Alright. Jesus, is this all really gonna mix? Holy shit. Oh, chat, come back, hold on. Alright, you're back. Might be leg day in the gym. Unfortunately, I just had leg day a couple of days ago, so it's not leg day's time, but yeah, at the moment. Okay. How the fuck am I gonna mix all this? It's like 90% coconut now in here, and that's not a bad thing, but it's just like there's no liquid to incorporate. It feels like, man, should I add just like a little more condensed milk? I add like a tiny bit more, not much, just a little smidge, dude. Just a little like. Even the condensed milk itself is like really thick, right? Just like that much. Okay. That's not even that much that I added. That shouldn't really hurt anything. Ah, man, I'm almost tempted just to do this with my hands, but I think I'd just get so much of it stuck on my hands that it would waste a lot of the ingredients, because otherwise... It's not even a liquid, man. Booty. Get my hands in it? Yeah, it is tempting to be honest, but... Is there anything else I could use to stir this that would be more, like, rigid? Kind of like a wood spatula. Maybe this would help. Okay, hold on. Hoi! Okay. This, I think, will give me a bit more leverage here. Better, I guess. Plus, it doesn't scratch the plastic bowl. I guess that's kind of nice. I mean, I think we're already to the point where this will hold its structure decently. So, I don't think I really need to worry about getting this, like, 1000% mixed consistently. I think it's already kind of there anyways. And, alright, yeah, okay, this is coming together kind of how I imagined. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. It's definitely going to taste already the way it's supposed to taste, I think. It's like a big old ball. Alright. This is good enough in my book. Fuck it. Let's taste the product a little bit, shall we? Just see what we're working there. Well, yeah, tastes like the inside of an Almond Joy. I'll say that. Okay. I'll get a tummy ache if I eat all this. Well, like I said, I don't have any plans on eating all of this. Certainly not in one sitting. So, you don't have to worry about me and my tummy. I'll be okay. I'm a responsible adult who knows not to eat the equivalent of 20 candy bars in one sitting. Probably. Okay. So that's done. Scrape the coconut mixture into the prepared baking pan and press it into an even flat layer with my fingers or spatula. Okay. Oil this up, right? Yeah. Okay. Ugh. That's a thick boy, god damn. Alright, and then press it into an even flat layers with my fingers or spatula, huh? I feel like this is probably easiest with my fingers, but let's start with the spatula and see what happens. Guess we're gonna try to go for some sort of like rectangle shape here, right? Why I see why they wanted me to use the aluminum foil, but at the same time, like, man, it's gonna make it a pain in the ass to deal with. Yeah, okay, let's just use our fingers. Fuck it. How many carbs are in this bowl right now? Probably about 1 week's worth of carbs just in this one little tiny little thing right here. I've been watching that show I've been talking about recently on called Alone, where basically, if you don't know what Alone is, it's a TV show where they have 10 contestants go out into the middle of fucking nowhere in the woods somewhere, in these really remote, cold locations, and just try to survive. And basically, the last person to tap out, the last person to quit, or the person that's basically remaining after the other 9 people have quit, is the winner, and they win $500,000. It's a great show. In fact, I would say that even if generally speaking you're not into reality TV, I'd still recommend watching it, because usually I don't really watch reality TV just because I find it to be way too gimmicky and way too, I don't know, basic bitchy. This show specifically is so fucking good, man. It's not super gimmicky like a lot of shows would be, like reality shows. Like this one's literally just like they plop you out in the wild and say like, all right, don't die, and that's like basically just the only objective. So, would highly recommend watching it. Anyways, the reason I say all this is with the excessive amount of carbs right now in this bowl. I'm watching these people in the show like, I need calories, holy shit, oh, and like, oh, I found this one bird, and this bird, once I cook it up, it's gonna be like 30 calories, oh, what a meal, yes. And some people are like, oh, if I would do anything for carbs right now, all I've been eating is like just nothing but pure protein from fish and a bunch of berries and a bunch of like roots and shit. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting there fucking stuffing my face with the dinner that I made that night, being like, pussy. Imagine complaining after 3 days without eating while I'm just stuffing my fucking face. So, anyways, any of the contestants on that show would probably kill for this giant block of carbohydrates that would last you for probably about a week. Maybe not the healthiest source of carbs, but I mean, there's coconut, right? That's healthy. It's a fruit, sort of, right? Sure. Okay, I don't know. This seems pretty decent right there as is, right? Fingers are a little jizzy now. Anyways, watch that show Alone. It's really good. In fact, the one I started with was season 7, and that was a fucking banger. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'll just say this. The final contestants, when it comes down to like the final 3, are all like ridiculous badasses, and especially the winner is just an absolute fucking giga chad. In the Australian version, 90% of the contestants were out in the first 5 days. Dude, I will spoil, I guess, one thing from the first season. In the first season, one dude literally taps out after 1 day. One dude just like, when he gets to like, I didn't realize there'd be actual wildlife and animals in here, and I'm scared of them. I'm gonna leave. I feel scared. And like, whenever people decide to quit on that show, rarely are people ever truthful, or at least rarely do I ever believe them. 90% of the time, the contestants are just like coping so fucking hard. It's like, you know what, I think I feel fulfilled. I've come to realize in my time in the wild, I don't care about the money anymore. I've gone through my own spiritual journey, and now I'm ready to leave on my own terms. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. You're just hungry as fuck, and you want to get out of here, and you're lonely. And like 90% of the contestants are also like, I miss my family. I just want to hug my wife. I just want to see my kids. And this entire time, I'm like, motherfucker, if that was going to be a problem, then why the fuck did you sign up for a show where you're living out alone in the Arctic for a bazillion years? As a person who's not like someone who really gets lonely all that easily, as a person who just spends the majority of his life on his own, just in regular life, I have a hard time relating to a lot of the contestants on the show, because they're just like constantly saying like, oh, I miss my family, I miss my wife, I just want to see my kids' faces. I'm just like, ow, shut up, pussy, suck it up. You can live 90 days by yourself. I live entire years at a time by myself, and I'm fine. Okay, anyways, what do we do next here? Well, the candy is still soft, which it is, with one long side of the pan facing me. Working from the top, leave a half-inch border and press 8 whole almonds, 2 almonds per candy bar, into the coconut. Mixture across the pan at even intervals, about 1 and whatever 3 inches apart. Okay, so I guess I should work on maybe rectangling this a little bit more, because otherwise the sides being rounded here is a little unfortunate for our overall shape that we need. Let's square this off a little better. Come on. There we go. Don't need like a perfect rectangle, but anything closer we get, the better. Oh, I definitely just split the aluminum foil a little bit there, but that's okay. Yeah. Does it say how thick this is supposed to be? It just says a flat layer. I don't know what like a flat layer exactly implies as far as like the exact thickness, but this is flat and it's a layer, so whatever. Okay. It really does. Someone said earlier it looks like sushi rice. It really does. If I just, you could even make like candy sushi out of this if you wanted to like roll in like, I don't know, like gummy worms and maybe like Swedish fish and like roll it up in this and just call it like candy sushi. That'd be sickeningly sweet, but it would be funny. We are making almond joys right now. Oh shit. Okay, so now we're supposed to press in the toasted almonds we had earlier that we made. Well, we didn't make them, but you know, toasted them. So, okay. Almond joys, generally speaking, have 2 almonds on top, right? Heat with rain. 2 almonds per candy bar into the coconut mixture at the pan at even intervals. Which direction are these supposed to face? I think they face an almond joy. Do they face? Because we're gonna cut the bars like this way, right? Do they face? Hold on. Let me get out a regular almond joy. I need to observe a real one for science. Okay, so here's a real one. Alright, so yeah, the almonds definitely face it this way. And this is about the length we want. If anything, the one we're making will probably be thicker, so maybe we should flatten this out a little bit more, because this is like not... I feel like the height of this layer, yeah. Even with the almonds on top, the thickness of this thing is actually even thicker than the entire candy bar itself. So you know what, let's actually flatten this out a little bit more. 2 nuts per candy bar. They're stingy as hell with their nuts. Well, I mean, the point of an almond joy isn't actually supposed to be that it's like abundantly filled with almonds. I don't know, I mean, it never has been that way at least. Which is kind of strange, I guess, when it's called an almond joy, but in reality it's mostly just coconut and not actually almond. They should really just call them coconut joys. That'd be more accurate as far as what the name is implying. Okay, there we go. That, I think, is going to produce a bit more of a accurately sized bar right there. Cool. Okay, go again. God, my rectangle shape kind of got ruined though. Buddy. Hopefully we have enough almonds here. I mean, if we don't, then I guess I could just toast more, but I don't really feel like doing that again if I don't have to. Okay. At least the almonds give you kind of like a decent approximation of as to how long these are going to be. Okay, so I guess we're just going to go, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's about the right size, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be a little longer, but it's fine. I don't mind extra long almond joys. The more the better as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so move these maybe a little bit more to the side. Because they're not super, as you can see, almond joys are not really all that wide, right? So like, I almost feel like I need these actually closer to the sides. It's gonna make a lot of almond joys, god damn. I'm glad I made a half a recipe. If I made a whole recipe, holy shit, that'd be a lot. Oh, you need chocolate under the filling? Don't worry, dude. We'll get there. Trust the process, okay? Trust the process. That part comes next. Not to worry. But I think before we worry about the chocolate, we're going to have this set a little bit in the refrigerator, and that's when we're going to start working on the paydays. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to worry I actually will run out of the almonds here. I probably might have... I should have toasted more. I mean, I followed the exact amount that it called for in the recipe, but... I can pretty quickly tell that I'm not going to have enough in here. Okay. Yeah, this last little section is going to be way too long. I mean, I guess if I have just extra girthy almond joys, it's not the end of the world, like I said, but definitely feels like it should... whatever. They'll be long and girthy, but whatever, dude. And just like real almond joys, we will in fact get stingy with our amount of almonds, so just 2, and just kind of... These are not even all that big. These are kind of small almonds. Maybe I should have bought like the baking almonds, because maybe they're larger, but... still gonna taste like almonds, I'm pretty sure, or whatever. Okay, actually, okay, now we're actually starting to look like maybe we are at a pretty accurate number of almonds right here. Maybe the recipe did know what it was talking about. There has to be a faster way? Can't rush this shit, man. Come on now. Are you trying to imply that, like, whenever you want a candy bar, you don't spend 3 hours making it on your own in the kitchen? You're probably one of those normies that goes out to the grocery store and just buys one. Oh, imagine. Those look crooked? Hey, you know what? It's perfectly natural to be a little bit crooked, alright? Nothing wrong with that. Alright, yeah, we definitely still have some excess here on the sides. Fuck! Alright, you know what? I don't feel like toasting more almonds, so because of that, I'm gonna just get some untoasted almonds and just stick them in there and call that good enough. Because our CBA making more toasted almonds. That's fine, dude. Hell, these almonds might have been toasted already in this little container anyways. I'm not even sure if they are raw almonds or not, to be honest. Okay. There we go. This last one will just be like a chunker boy, I guess, with an extra almond. That'll be like the bonus one. And a little quality assurance, of course, on the almonds. You're a normie? Disgusting. Huh. Okay, now. We're supposed to repeat with the remaining almonds. Make sure almonds are pointed left to right for 10 lines of almonds total. Whatever. And then freeze until set, about 1 hour. Okay, now we just toss this in the freezer and we wait. Okay. It's not exactly the large freezer, so I guess fitting this entire thing in is going to be a bit of a project, but hold on, I can do this. Oh, careful, SpongeBob. I guess it's a good thing my freezer's not like really stocked right now, because otherwise I'd be having some space issues, or I already am having space issues. Okay. I feel really bad, like just leaving the freezer open like this, but there you go. We will catch up with those in about an hour. All right. Ah, cool. Hey, Joel. Hey, buddy. What's up? All right. In the meantime, let's say we'd start working on the paydays. Oh, shit. Now, the paydays, I don't think are going to take nearly as long because they don't really have any sort of freezing and then chocolate covering process, because that's what we still have to do, obviously, with the Almond Joys. Cover that shit in chocolate. Also, it just occurred to me that, like, once you cover that shit in chocolate, like, the little thing is going to be frozen solid. Am I going to bite into frozen solid Almond Joys? Like, do I have to wait for those to defrost? I hope not. That sounds annoying. But
for now, let's not worry about that. Let's move on to the paydays, shall we? Can have a taste test to see if roasted is worth? Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I get the feeling it's not going to make a big difference either way. Like, toasted almonds, it sure doesn't hurt, but at the same time, almonds on their own are certainly not a bad thing. Okay, so for the paydays, let me link the recipe I'll use for the paydays in chat. It's a pretty simple one. There you go. Alright, so we have peanut butter baking chips, sweetened condensed milk that we already opened up anyways, that's good. You need butter, marshmallows, and, surprise, surprise, peanuts. Okay. Supposed to butter the bottom sides of a 9x13 pan and place half the peanuts in the bottom. You mean that 9x13 pan that we just put in the freezer? Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, hold on, I can fix this. Do I have any, like, they don't need to be sitting in the baking pan right now. They can just sit on any flat surface, I think, as long as it's inside the freezer. Okay, hold on. Can I just fit this pizza tray inside here and just lay it on there instead? That probably works, right? Ah, fuck it, it'll work. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Oh, you're gonna have to do a bit of, almond joy transference here. I don't really say why it says you have to like keep it in this baking pan anyways. It's kind of pointless. Right. Yeah, let's toss that in the freezer. That'll work. Assuming this fits, of course, in the freezer. Oh. I think this is gonna work. Please close. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I do have like a smaller tray I could use, I guess. Hold on. That first round did not fit, but hold on, wait a minute. I got the adorable little mini tray. That'll fit. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, okay. That works, okay. Guess the sides get a little bit rounded up just because it's like coming up onto the rounded edges, but it'll be close enough to flat, whatever, dude. It's fine. Okay, that fits, no problemo. Cool. Anyways. Alright, so for the paydays, let's see, what do we start with here? Butter the bottom sides of a 9x13 pan and place half the peanuts at the bottom. Okay, I assume this is where the butter in the recipe comes in. Let's get that out. Calls for 3 whole tablespoons. I really hate recipes that won't use either half a stick or a full stick of butter, because like if you use like these little weird, like, use 3 tablespoons, which is like 3/8 of a stick of butter. What do I do with 5/8 of a stick of butter? Okay, I'm just gonna have to melt this butter as well, right? Butter the bottom sides of a pan? Do I? Or do I just smear this shit and just like, doesn't say, to be honest, it just says 3 tablespoons of butter. I could at least like soften it, right? I feel, because if I try to spread this butter out right now, it's gonna be very cold and hard. Lube it up, yeah. I mean, that's one way to describe it, I guess. I mean, I guess, well, maybe if I cut this butter stick, I guess, into like smaller chunks and spread that out, maybe that'll work. Let's see. I mean, let's kind of works, but it's gonna take a while if I do it this way. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna fully melt this, but let me soften this up at least in the microwave. Because I think we're not gonna be able to get like nice even coverage on the bowl if we just use this cold butter. What I should have done if had I known, like I should have just had this butter sitting out for the past like hour or so that way it would be softer when the time came, but something, Clueless Bachelor Cooking, you know, you get it. Okay, now, like I said, I don't want to fully melt this, I just want to have it soft, ideally, so, what do you put this in the microwave for, time-wise, to get that to happen? I don't really know, but, we'll have it on, like, low power, so let's put this at, like, 30 seconds at 50%? Sure. 4 seconds? Oh, well, I'm just, okay. Yeah, Let me just like, I'm watching it in the microwave, okay? I'll take it out now. Is it soft? No, not really. Do another 10 seconds at 50% power, okay? That's melt. It's 30 seconds doesn't really melt. Like, keep in mind, it's half power. It's not full power. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's starting to melt. That's about right there. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. It's like a little melted, but it's okay. A little melted is fine. It's still butter after all. Okay. I guess we're just gonna get nice and handsy with this. I don't really see another clean way to do this. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. There we go, perfect. That's the consistency we were going for, right? Nice and slimy, that's for sure. So I assume the point of this butter here is basically to lube up the bottom of the pan so that way ultimately the peanut butter mixture we're going to put in here doesn't just stick to the entire thing, which is probably a smart call. Okay, how am I going to get all this butter off of my fingers? Yes, the urge is there to make a Butterfingers joke since it is Halloween, but I'm going to resist the urge since I'm a mature streamer who doesn't resort to cheap, low-hanging fruit like that, obviously. Can never have too much butter. I feel like eventually, once your dish is just a soggy, greasy mess, maybe you might have gone a little overboard on the butter, but yeah, that is true. It is difficult to use too much butter. Butter is similar, I guess, to like garlic, right? Kind of hard to use too much of it. Until, of course, your heart stops, but whatever, that part's not relevant. Maybe use a spatula again to get this off of my fingers. Oh. Come on. I guess the recipe doesn't account for the butter that's left over that's stuck on my fingers, but oh well, we'll try our best to get it all off. Okay. That's the heart's problem? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the heart can deal with it. Taste buds have something else to say instead, I guess. Okay. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Close enough. Holy shit, it's hard to wash off butter, I guess, in the sink, huh? Come on. God, now my hands are just coated in this, like, layer of just butter film. I guess I could think of worse things for my hands to be covered in, but still. Everything's gonna be slippery now. Paula Dean says not enough butter. Hell yeah, sister! I am not going for the Paula Dean physique, though, so I'm gonna just leave it as is. Okay. So now we basically need to put in half the peanuts in the bottom of the pan. Okay, so I think this recipe calls for 3 cups of dry roasted peanuts, which we have right here. It says to use half now and then half, I guess, at the end. Okay. Oh, you know what just occurred to me? Okay, so the recipes here says butter the bottom and sides of a 9 by 13 pan and place half the peanuts in the bottom. And then the second step is melt the chips and butter over medium-low heat. So basically what this is saying was, yeah, no, dumbass, you're not supposed to use all 3 tablespoons of butter to butter the bottom of the pan. You're supposed to use that to melt it into the sauce later. Okay, well, first things first, what I read is I need to do the sides as well. So actually, let me just butter the sides as well. Well, I guess we're gonna go with the tried and true philosophy of you can't have too much butter, because there's gonna be a lot of butter in this, I guess. Okay, well, maybe I'll try to scrape at least maybe a little bit of this out. I mean, it's probably gonna be fine, right? Like, I'm not going for a healthy candy bar, I guess, but I don't know if this is gonna fuck with the consistency of the candy bar if I have way too much butter at the bottom of this. Okay, let's just try to get some of this out, I guess. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep a decent chunk in there, of course, but I think the amount at the bottom here is maybe a little more excessive than it should have been, now that I read the recipe more closely. Well, that's a waste of a lot of butter, rip. Oh well. Good news is I have plenty more, so whatever you... Okay, there we go. What's up, Right coming in hot with the tier 1 sub now for 26 months. Oh shit. 780 days of subbing. Hell yeah, brother. Shit, I always forget. What was your OG name again before Reich? It was something else, right? Wasn't there like an X in there or something? Because I feel like you should shout out your OG names. It's like I feel like most of your subs have been with the OG name instead. Regardless, thank you, sir. 1 gifted sub if I remember. Fuck. I could have sworn there was an X in there. There's an X. Am I allowed to cheat and just look at your chat logs? And a Z? That's right. Stealth, right? It's like the weird ZX stealth sort of thing. Stealth. That's what it was, right? Oh shit. It's just that easy, boys. Yeah, the Z gave it away. Had you just said X, I wouldn't have thought of it, but when you said the Z, I was like, oh wait, shit. Okay, yeah, now I know. Gave me too much information there. But Pre, thanks for the sub. Wow. All right, so we need to measure out 3 cups of peanuts. So where's my cup measurer? All right, coming in off the gifted tier 1 sub, as promised. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Your sub will, in fact, go directly to the Hot Pockets Doritos and Stealth Fund. Thank you, sir. Okay, so we're supposed to do... It's 3 cups in total for this recipe, so we're going to do half of them now. So this is a half cup measure, so let's do 1... 2... 3... Okay. God, I fucking love paydays, dude. I'm definitely gonna enjoy at least like one of these bars once I'm done. Like, no, I'm not gonna eat this entire thing because this is gonna make a shitload. This is not half a recipe, this is a full recipe right here. I don't know what I'll do with all of these because I definitely don't want to eat all of this because it'll definitely ruin my gains, but like, I'll definitely have a little. Because this is already, I can tell. I mean, it's just a bunch of peanuts. Like, that's already on its own. Very tasty. I'll just eat these on their own, if anything, I guess. Okay, come on. Nice and flat. Nice and flat. Gotta get this nice and even as well. Don't want a payday without, like, an even coating of peanuts at the bottom would be very sad. Okay, there we go. Ooh, come on. Cool. So, Next up, we need to melt the peanut butter chips and butter over medium-low heat, adding condensed milk and marshmallows, stir until melting combined. Well, shit, it probably should have told me to do this shit before doing the peanut thing, so that way I could actually get this melted in advance, but whatever, dude. Okay, so let's put this off to the side for now. And then I guess we'll just do this in a relatively small pot. How much are we putting in here? 3 tablespoons, 14 ounces. Okay, so if it's like 1 whole can of condensed milk, I think we're fine, right? I think we're gonna do just a small pot. I don't think we need to do an excessive one. Ugh. Get out our totally clean pot right here. What are we making? We're making some homemade Almond Joys and paydays, which in my opinion is objectively correct, are the 2 best candy bars in existence. Wow. All right, so need the peanut butter chips. So, okay, what we got for these are Reese's peanut butter chips. This is literally exactly the thing that the recipe calls for. Like, get the Reese's brand. Okay, sure. So I briefly considered like looking into the method of making these like homemade, but then I realized when I read it, it was like way too much of a pain in the ass, and you'd have to wait like 2 hours or something for these to set, and I was like, okay, no, fuck all that. So we're just gonna use the prepackaged Reese's shit. Good enough for me. So we need 2 cups of this. Okay. Here's a half cup. One. 2. And approximately 3. Now I saw this problem coming. I read that how much was in this package. It was like, shit, you're just gonna be barely short of 2 cups. So I got another entire ass package of Reese's peanut butter cups or chips, even though I'm definitely not gonna use anywhere close to all of this. So what will I do with this remaining leftovers? I do not know. But here it is. Yep, come on. Close enough. Fuck it, whatever. God, it's gonna smell amazing when it melts. Holy shit. We're gonna melt this with butter, marshmallows, and condensed milk. Oh my. Alright, so we need that. By the way, the stove is already heating up right now, so we can just put these on the hot stove already, and hopefully it should melt relatively quickly. All right, so melt the chips in butter over medium to low heat. So now let's get another 3 tablespoons of butter out. Okay. We're gonna put close to a full stick of butter into this recipe. I guess I shouldn't have expected the candy bar recipe to be healthy, but it's always concerning when like you actually see the volume of butter you're putting into something. It's kind of just one of those ignorance is bliss things where you would rather kind of not know. Mix the remaining in yogurt in the upcoming week as a snack. That would probably be pretty good, but I don't know. I'm not a person who would really eat a lot of those just in his regular snacks because they're kind of, not gonna say bad for you. I mean, they're kind of bad for you, but like more just like, even if I don't like closely track my macros nowadays, I still try my best to eat or to keep myself at like a decent amount of daily calorie count, and eating a lot of those peanut butter chips will very quickly put you over your daily calorie counts, I can tell you that. Okay. Is this dog food? It is, yes. We're making dog food today on stream for the dog that I don't have. Very exciting. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys the melting process of this because I get the feeling it's gonna be very satisfying, and I know you're not gonna be able to smell this, obviously. I will, but get the feeling it's gonna turn into something that ends up being very tasty. Or at least very fragrant, how about that? Where is my wooden spatula? There it is. So eventually we're gonna add more condensed milk to this, as well as, what was the other thing? Oh, marshmallows. Yeah, so marshmallows, let me grab those real quick, hold on. There's supposed to be calls for mini marshmallows, but for a long ass time, have had, these are the original marshmallows that I bought for trying to make the original Smorky, and I think I tried to make the original Smorky back. This was in the cardboard box in a public park stream, right? So these marshmallows at this point are not exactly fresh, but I would assume though they're gonna melt normal. They're gonna melt just like regular mini marshmallows would, and I didn't want to buy mini marshmallows when I already had these because like they're still just marshmallows, right? They're just smaller, but like they still melt the same, right? So whatever. We're gonna use this. Are there any green spots in here? I don't think, do marshmallows ever actually truly go bad? Like if anything, they kind of go stale, you could say. They kind of like get dry after a while, but like they never like, they don't get rotten. It's just, I don't know, it's just like pure sugar. So anyways, they look fine. Shit, if anything, I used them for s'mores at the recent camping stream, so. Oh, that's fine. Okay. There's these 2 cups of mini marshmallows too. God damn, that's a lot. Feels like it's gonna be most of the remaining part of this bag, actually. Might just end up dumping this entire thing in, TBH. Because that's like 1-ish. And that's basically 2-ish. So yeah, we're just gonna use the rest of the entire bag. Fuck it, dude. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Okay, and then, good. Put the butter back in the fridge real quick. Oh. And then eventually we'll need to add another can of sweetened condensed milk to that shit. We got a second can, it's the other one that we used from earlier. We gotta add literally the whole can, so it's gonna be easy to just use the unopened can and just dump it all in instead of having to measure between 2 of them. Let's prep that shit. Wait, come on. God damn, that's thick. Okay. Quality assurance test once again, just to make sure it still tastes like sweetened condensed milk. It does. Okay, good. Heard that my favorite candy is candy corn. Is that true? My brother in Christ. If candy corn is your favorite candy, either A, there's something really, really wrong with your taste buds and you need to see a doctor ASAP, or you're a fucking serial killer. I'm sorry, nobody's like, oh, candy corn, my favorite. Nobody, in fact, as a kid especially, if you're trick-or-treating, no kid in the history of the world has ever been like, oh boy, this house is giving out candy corn right now. No, fuck that. You're always like, really, candy corn? Like, it's always like such a... It's always the underwhelming thing to get. You're always like, thanks, I guess. Like, you'll take it, it's better than nothing, I guess, but like, you're not really looking forward to it, right? You're kind of just like, oh, candy corn, well, that could have been a Snickers or a Payday or whatever. The way I always judge candy personally as a kid is, it's just, you just let natural selection take its course. And what I mean by that is, when you're a kid and you get like a giant bag of candy on Halloween, you obviously eat all the good shit first, right? Like obviously, you, when you're a kid, you want rationing. What the fuck is that? No, you just go straight for the good shit first. So after about 2 weeks, you've eaten all the good candy out of the candy that you got in your stash, and eventually at that point, it's like you have all the stuff left that you were like, well, I'm not desperate to eat this one. So when it comes to the stuff that would be still remaining in my candy bag after 2 weeks, like after I'd eaten all the good shit, it was like candy corn, those fucking weirdos that give out pretzels, and some certain choice candy bars. I won't get into which candy bars, because that's going to be part of our tier list that we're going to do pretty shortly here, but I can tell you that candy corn was always one of the remaining ones just sitting there at the bottom of the bag, just all like sad and lonely, and like I'm just like, is this even worth eating right now? Am I that desperate for sweets? Eventually the answer would be yes, and I would eat it, but it's never something I would hype myself up for, that's for sure. Candy corn is best. It's literally just like slightly sweetened wax. Like that's consistency of actually just wax, but that's like slightly sweet. No, doesn't do it for me. I don't want my food to be like wax consistency. That's just like, what am I gonna eat, a candle? Like, excuse me? Okay, I think it's probably time to add more liquidy stuff to this, so let's add in the condensed milk, I guess. Fuck it. God damn, boy, that's thick. You know, poor is a very relative word, I guess. That's okay, oh wait. That's okay, condensed milk. You go when you feel like it. Candy corn is best for kids that used to eat crayons. Exactly, dude. It's the exact same consistency. Like, maybe as like, I'll admit, I haven't really eaten candy corn much as an adult, just because I don't really eat a lot of candy as an adult in general. I do recognize the irony of what I'm saying versus what I'm currently doing, but still, I don't. As a kid, at least, which is like the vast majority of what candy is trying to appeal to. What fucking deranged psychopath kid wants candy corn over like other real candy bars? That's not a thing, dude. Also, this is going out way too slow. Let me grab like a fork or something and just kind of fork the rest of this shit out. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, all right, little coom. Oh. Rubber spatula's fine. All right, come on out, come on, come on. Oh yeah. That's some thick coom right there. Oh my. It does say for the full can, like a volume worth, so we gotta try to get all the good shit out of here. Spare no expense, etc, whatever, you get it. Come on, come on. Don't be shy. All right, cool. I swear to God, I could really legitimately just eat and like drink an entire can of that shit. That is disturbingly tasty. Okay. And let's mix this up, and then I guess we can add in the marshmallows as well here in a second. Get this nice and incorporated first. Okay. And like I said, we're just gonna toss all the rest of this marshmallow shit in here. I think it's gonna melt down to approximately what 2 cups would have been. I don't think this needs to be an exact science anyways. And thankfully I finally get to use these marshmallows that have just been sitting in my pantry forever, so. I guess if anything, the stream's a good excuse to finally use these. Because otherwise, occasionally when I do a camping stream, I'll make s'mores and maybe use 4 of these at a time, which doesn't exactly put a large dent in the quantity that I have. Alright, these are gonna melt, right? Oh my god, man. I could literally just spoon this shit in my mouth just directly. Fuck the payday bars, fuck the candy bar aspect. Condensed milk enjoyer. Fuck the fireball shots. Maybe I'll just start taking shots of condensed milk. Can I just add vodka to that? Does that qualify as a mixed drink at that point? It is, okay. You know, like, this is gonna be delicious, I'm sure, but what I can tell you is the ingredients I've put into this pot so far are all just essentially pure sugar. Really, like a payday, traditionally as a kid, I always thought like, oh, paydays must not be that bad for you. It's just like peanuts and peanut butter, right? Like, that's not bad, but I suppose maybe I never read the list of ingredients that probably list out the seemingly 10 separate sources of sugar in here. Turns out maybe they're not actually very healthy for you. Imagine that. That's okay. They're good for your soul, right? Just like Krabby Patties. I have no soul. Oh. Don't forget the fat. Yeah. Well, that's something that peanuts and peanut butter definitely aren't short on is fat. That's for sure. That's the fat source of the dish here. But don't worry, we're supplementing with plenty of carbs from the marshmallows and the condensed milk and the. I mean, keep in mind, we're not using actual peanut butter. We're using peanut butter chips, which are probably approximately 50% peanut butter and 50% just pure sugar, but would be my assumption. I don't know what the exact ingredients are. I'm scared to check. Okay, I guess the reason they want you to use mini marshmallows for this recipe is because they'll melt a lot faster than real marshmallows. I'm kind of starting to understand that now, but I guess these will melt eventually. Maybe I should just put a lid over this that might melt these faster. Let's give a little taste test. Okay. I mean, it definitely tastes like basically the filling of a penne bar. All right. Let me get a lid for this pan. I think we'll just let this chill for, well, the opposite of chill for a bit, so that way it can get all these marshmallows melted, because it'll probably take a little bit for these
Love the cooking streams.
chunky and somewhat stale marshmallows to melt. They're a little dried out at this point, so might be a bit longer than normal. This is a dangerous recipe to be licking the spoon all the time, but I can't help myself. What can I say? What's up, Linty Jew coming in hot with the tier 1 sub now for 18 months. Thank you, sir. Love the cooking streams. Have I been enjoying the ICC grind? No, not at all. I'm not. I mean, ICC, I don't dislike it as much as I dislike the Old War. It's better, I would say. Not by a ton, but it is better. I think at this point, man, I'm just kind of burnt out on just Wrath as a whole. Not specifically ICC's fault, it's just Wrath. It's just an entire version of World of Warcraft just doesn't really do it for me, man. And at this point, I'm just, like I said, kind of over it. So, have I been enjoying the ICC grind? Not really, to be honest. If anything, the thing I'm enjoying most about it is the fact that I know it means Wrath is almost over, essentially. Not maybe the answer you were looking for, but there you go. I did see like a little crust forming on the bottom of the pot. I want to make sure this doesn't, like, the bottom doesn't burn, so I guess I gotta constantly stir this. Alright, it is melting though. There we go, there we go. Slowly but surely. Back to the era bisque grind. Well, I mean, if anything, dude, we're already sort of working on it, right? Like, I'm not necessarily doing the full bisque project like I was doing back in OG Classic, but you know, slowly but surely we're collecting some pieces on the warrior. Fingers crossed that the human warrior can start doing the same in the relatively near future. Forearm cam, hell yeah, brother. Oh, look at that vascularity, buddy.
I don't care what it takes.
Marshmallows are melting, but goddamn, it's taking a while. Instead of stirring, just fold over from the bottom. Okay. Yeah, okay, you're right. All right, all right, all right. I see you, dude. Hold on. I'm getting some drippage. Hold on. This pot's gonna be impossible to clean after I'm done with this. Holy shit, that's gonna suck. Just gonna have like peanut butter paste stuck to it for the rest of time, which I guess I could think of worse things to have stuck to this pot for the rest of time, but I do enjoy cooking other things in this pot occasionally, so for that reason, might not be ideal. Oh, baby. I do sort of wish you guys could smell what I'm smelling right now. This does smell absolutely amazing, dude. I mean, it's no real secret that's something that has peanut butter plus condensed, like basically just sweetened condensed milk, so pure sugar plus marshmallows plus butter is gonna smell good. In case anybody was doubting that, yeah, I'm here to confirm it does, in fact, smell good. Wow. Come on, marshmallows, melt faster, please. Really should have probably actually just used the mini marshmallows, but I was stubborn and lazy and cheap. What was the line of the year in 2028? What? I think we're ahead of that? What? I hope can you hear the sizzle? Oh, baby. These marshmallows definitely not doing a great job at melting. They're like half melted at this point, but come on, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They're definitely being a bit stubborn at the moment. Oh, from the full bisque grind video. The year is 2028. Salvador is still something his full bis. You get it right. On his 136 rend out. Fully buffed, he ventures to Naxxramas. The first pull, I wish I could, I don't know word for word. The first pull happens. Hila, carry me, he says. But the heals are not enough. 95% on the first abomination. Back to DMT. Back to Yajamba. Back to Olgrimar. I'll get full fucking bis one day. I don't care what it takes. Yeah. Currently, we're still working on our 56th rend out. We still have a ways to go until our 136th, but we'll get there one day, boys. We'll get there one day. Do I get trick-or-treaters in my neighborhood? I mean, keep in mind, I live in like an apartment building, so no. I mean, it's not like there aren't any kids in this apartment building or apartment complex. There are, but they're not. It's not really the type of like building type that really fosters trick-or-treating all that much. I've certainly never seen them around here, I can tell you that. And even if they are around here, my apartment's not exactly inviting for trick-or-treaters, and that I have 0 decorations outside and no indication that I'm willing to give out free candy, because I'm not. Fuck the kids. It's my candy, goddammit. Alright, almost there, boys. Almost there. That is looking sticky as fuck. Oh my. Once again, I could just spoon this into my mouth directly. I don't even know why I'm going to put this into like candy bar form. I'm just ready to spoon this directly into my mouth and feel sick to my stomach for the next 2 weeks. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Marshmallows finally fully melted. Okay. I think that's pretty evenly uniform now. Nice. Might need emergency extra warrior? I'm kind of busy, man. I can't really come today. I'm sorry. Otherwise, besides, aren't you doing AQ for today anyways? Because I'm already saved to AQ, unfortunately. Oh, is it Nax today? That's unfortunate. Sorry, boys. Kind of already got plans for the day, as you can see. I mean, well, what time's the raid start? I mean, eventually we're going to get to the point where we put this in the fridge, and then we just have to wait for a while. I mean, if it's like another half an hour before the raid starts, I guess if you're really desperate, I could make it. But to be honest, man, I'd be like the last resort because, kind of like I said, kind of busy at the moment. Okay, cool. So, stir until melted and combined. It is. Slowly pour the mixture evenly over the peanuts, top with the remaining peanuts, and gently press down. Refrigerate to cool and set. Okay. Going through with Tregor, so might have time for it. Okay. Well, I mean, I am actually almost to the point where I'm ready to just refrigerate this, and I was gonna do the candy tier list, but I guess if you need an emergency warrior, I guess in theory, I'm about to have a bit of extra time while we just wait for this to set. Oh my god, that looks delicious, dude. Oy! Ho, ho, ho. Oh my. Like I said, it's kind of like a last resort sort of thing if you need me, but if we have to make it work, I probably could. Oh, and he consumes in my character right now, though, and I think I might have like Ani and ZG, but I think that's it. Okay. Oh, buddy. Wait on a healer who has a power adage. Oh, that's fun. All everyone ready, if I'm ready, that is. We need numbers on staff polarity. That's about it. Basically, it'll just be a warm body to increase the number from 18 to 19 is what you're saying. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Says to spread this evenly, so we're trying our best to get this nice and even. Keep in mind, we're not going to bake this, boys. I know it's in a baking pan. We're actually just going to put this in the refrigerator and essentially let this
I don't get what it takes.
cool down and solidify. Feels like it's hard to fuck up when that's the case, right? I don't have to worry about like overcooking it or anything, which is nice. Okay. Now this is thick enough to the point where it's not really gonna expand at all, I don't think. It's not really gonna like flow into the corners here, so I do have to kind of make sure that all the corners, all the nooks and crannies are nice and filled and nice and evenly uniform here. Wait, come on. Yeah, there we go. That would be me vomiting all over the floor later tonight after I've eaten my 26th payday candy bar of the night. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Maybe do one more quality assurance check here and lick the spoon. Hold on, let me get the sides here nice and filled in. Okay. All right, there we go. Cool. Oh, I guess, sorry, that was kind of off cam there a little bit, my bad. You get the idea there, right? All right, quality assurance, of course. No, that's actually uncanny how much that tastes like a payday filling. Holy shit. It's even got like the right consistency where it's like, it's kind of sticky and it's kind of got like almost like it glues to your teeth sort of consistency to it. Okay. I mean, once that hardens in the fridge, that's pretty damn close. God damn. The streamer wearing a costume? Of course I'm wearing a costume. Come on now. Honka. And imagine just some lady, like female lich boss, or sorry, body type 2 lich boss, just kind of like yapping in the background. Honka. Okay, let's add the rest of the peanuts here. Ragnaros? What? Is this like heroic Firelands Ragnaros or something? Is Ragnaros purple in Firelands? Is that a thing? Where is my half cup measure? Hold on. Oh, here it is. All right, so a cup and a half of peanuts on top of this. God damn, it's gonna use like the entire thing, isn't it? Yeah, just about. Okay. That's 10-man heroic mythic plus Ragnaros challenge mode. Oh my. Yeah, I know what some of those words mean. Okay. Is what you just said legitimately actually a thing in retail? Is that like, are those actual real words that you didn't just pull out of your ass? I wouldn't be surprised if they were, I guess. Yellow costume a few years back was Biss. I thought about honestly just using that one again, but I was like, nah, I don't want to recycle the same costume again. The joke was already made, right? But yes, I agree, the yellow costume was fun. I think is that the original reason I got that spinny hat? I think it was, right? Used it a few times since then, but I think the original purpose of the spinny hat wheel thing on the top was the rogue costume. Good times. Okay. Gotta press these in the best we can. This is like the peanut butter sauce is so thick that like it's even kind of hard to even like sink the peanuts into here without a bit of force, but I think we're getting it in there well enough. Definitely it's fine if peanuts are still sticking out, just because the idea of a payday bar is that it's kind of it's coated in peanuts like on all sides, right? So I just don't want peanuts just straight up falling off after this little, what do I call this, batter? It's not really batter, but after the mixture filling stuff is set. I want to make sure it mostly just sticks to the set filling. Make sure we get like no stray peanuts that are just sitting on top here that aren't making any contact with the goo. The peanut goo, if you will. Okay. Seems pretty good. Cool. Nice. All right. I mean, shit. I'll tell you this. It kind of looks like a payday bar, except without its classic payday bar shape. But like, okay. Not perfect coating of peanuts, but you know, it's gonna be good enough. Obviously, there's still plenty in there to the point where if you take a bite of any of this, you'll get a shitload of peanuts in that bite. Nice. The spinny hat was so good. It was a classic, dude. It was a classic. Alright, so I think we just put this in the refrigerator now, and then we just literally just let it set in the refrigerator, and then once it's set in the refrigerator and cooled, like it's just ready. That's it. You're done. That was all. That's all there is to it. Not so bad. Okay. Kind of hard to see on the side, like a side profile, because the butter kind of made it a little hard to see through there, but I'm pretty sure if I just cut like a little rectangular like thing like out of right here, it's gonna be exactly like a payday bar. All right, let's toss this in the fridge. Oh yeah, if I have room. Oh boy. Oh, sorry. There we go. Alrighty, I don't know how exactly long I'm supposed to wait for it to like kind of do its thing in the fridge. Also, like I said, getting the stuff out of here is gonna be fucking impossible. That's just gonna be glued to the bottom of this pan. Oy. But that sounds like a job for later Dali to worry about. Okay. Now, let's see here. At this point, we're at the point where we should be able to take out the coconut, like the almond joys, and I think start the chocolate process. But in theory, I guess we can save this part for later, if we need to do the emergency next, I guess. It says free. I mean, like, let's see. Has it been an hour? I've got a timer up. It's been almost an hour. It's been about 49 minutes now, according to my timer on my microwave. So, oh Jesus. Okay. Let me give you a little preview of what the Almond Joy block is looking like right now. Okay, so we got like this. Is this like frozen solid? Not quite. I'm not really sure this can freeze solid since there's not really a lot of water in here, so maybe... Is it fine to leave this in the freezer for more than just like an hour? Is it ever gonna freeze fully solid? Maybe it won't, I guess? I don't know. Alright boys, let's I guess for now, I'll head back over to the computer. If we are needed for an emergency next, I guess I can do it. Okay, hold on. Interrupting my cooking stream, how dare they? Do they know what they're doing to me right now? Booty. Honka. Alright. Let me DM Drast real quick. Hold on. Is that a snow cabin wallpaper in the background? Looks comfy. I feel like, I mean, in case you guys haven't noticed before, I've got like rotating wallpapers that I use that changes like every hour, but at least for now, yes. Comfy, dude, comfy. We actually did get some snow flurries early this morning. That was kind of nice. Very pleasant. All right. It's still snowing? Yeah, I think like further up north right now, I think it is snowing. Unfortunately, down where I am right now in Indiana, it's not quite the winter wonderland at all, but it's cold as balls outside, I can tell you that. Let me check my ally warrior, see what we got on it right now. Do I still have consumes on it at the moment? I mean, I'm sure I mailed them off, but let's see. Honka, honka. I'm in Stranglethorn. Why am I in Stranglethorn? Oh, that's right, because oh yeah, I got the ZG buff. Yeah, okay. Well, I got those two at least. All right, boys. Looks like we might be doing a bit of a intermission here on the cooking stream, and I guess we might actually do, unironically, some knacks right now. Hopefully, chat's okay with that. Some people, I'm sure, were spurging like, where's the Yeah, address says get DMT. Yeah. I can do that. Yoink a songflower? Nah, I'm gonna have to get DMT right now. Oh, you know what? I do still have consumes on me. That's nice. Okay. I can make most of these work then. I might need to retop on some.
I mean, I guess we can do the classic time killer, if you will. Oh shit. This lady right here kind of reminds me of the dude that played Hagrid if he was a woman. And she's got a voice like, yes, of course. Is this oddly specific? Yeah, that's just like the first thing I thought. No, you know what? Not the dude that played Hagrid, the dude that played Mad-Eyed Moody. Brendan Gleeson, right? It reminds me of him in old woman form. Where are we right here? Why do I feel like we're in like Amsterdam? Question mark? You know why I think Amsterdam? This is gonna be a really random reason. It looks like the scenario from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, like the recent one, where you're in Amsterdam. that's my only justification for thinking that. I can also see that there's flags in the background, and this is in black and white, so that's a little annoying. But what I can tell is it's 3 stripes horizontally, right? So yeah, Netherlands has a flag that way, right? All right, fuck it, man. Seems good to me. That's enough to go off of, right? The narrow buildings with 2 windows look very Dutch. Yeah, I don't really know, like... I don't really know, like, Amsterdam super well as a city, but... But it's probably around here somewhere, right? How about, here, sure, why not? And then year-wise... Probably the 60s, question mark? Maybe like late 60s? This feels late 60s-ish. How about like 60, 69? Nice. 76, damn. I was correct about Netherlands. We were wrong about the city, though. This was an event in Den Bosch. Sure, of course I should have known it was Den Bosch and not Amsterdam, obviously. In 76, a little bit newer than I thought. Maybe I should have looked at the car. I guess if I looked at the car, I guess I would have thought 70s. Unfortunate. Okay. This is Venice, right? Must be. Okay, so we're probably like out here, right? Feel like I should see like James Bond on that boat somewhere, but let's go with like here, sure. And then year-wise, it's like for some reason I just screams 90s. Why do I think this is 90s? It's like the picture quality, if anything, screams 90s. I'm gonna go with 96. 87, damn. Nailed the location though. Security personnel patrolling the waters of the Grand Canal during President Ronald Reagan's visit to Venice for a 7-nation economic summit. Wait, is Ronald Reagan on that boat? I don't see Ronald Reagan. But, okay. Welcome to Rusholm Poll Tax Free Zone. What? I see Cheetham and Mortimer. This has got to be the UK, right? That sounds like painfully British. It's in English. Oh, we got the double-decker bus. Yeah, okay, we're definitely in Britain then. Okay. Yeah, plus, yeah, driving on the wrong side, right? Yeah. Question is, I mean, I guess Rusholm, is that the name of the city? Or, that doesn't ring a bell at all. Why do I feel like we're in like northern UK? Like these style of buildings right here remind me of like Manchester, maybe? Looks northern, but you can't distinguish. I mean, it's, I guess, probably some subdivision named Rushholm, I guess, but doesn't really necessarily help that much. I want to say it's Manchester, though. I don't know. I feel like all these, like the dark brick buildings, I always think of northern UK when I see those. Yeah, well, I was thinking to say shitty style, but hey, you know, your words, not mine. Rushholm. Alright, we're gonna have to think of this later, boys. Back to doing important things, of course. Important things. Video game things. Very important. Yes. Okay, sounds like it's time to continue the time guesser. Oh shit. Alright, anyways, where the fuck was Rushholm? Any Brits in the chat? Oi, bruvs! Any Brits in the chat? Shit, I should stop doing that before I get arrested by like the International Hate Crime Police. I just kind of want to just send it like somewhere randomly near Manchester. I don't know. I feel like we're in the northern UK, so we'll get it like close enough, right? I feel like we're looking at like somewhat of a large avenue, maybe. So like, how about like Blackfriars Road? That seems like a nice place. Sure, fuck it, why not? And then year, car-wise, looks like late 70s, maybe? Maybe like 1980, something like that. 1990, damn. Some old-ass looking cars from 1990. I was correct about Manchester, though. Kind of nailed that. Okay. Well, it's been a very underwhelming game. I think we'll probably not break 40k, but these have been kind of hard, to be honest. This looks very World War II-ish. Okay. Les rues Aristide-Briand. Okay, I guess we're in France. PC... what? It's Tuesday, though, isn't it? Oh, it is Tuesday, isn't it? I didn't even think about that. Oh, shit. So, I mean, I don't know. We're in some random French town that feels like it maybe just got liberated by the Allies or something. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting here, but I feel like you either recognize this stuff over here or you don't. And if you don't, then, like, I guess you're just fucked. Doesn't seem like it's... maybe it's Paris. I don't fucking know. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll just hedge my bets and say Paris. Maybe, like, the outskirts of Paris or something. Fuck it. Whatever. Could be northeast Belgium. Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, okay, I'll give you this. Like, some of this stuff doesn't look like strictly French. So maybe Belgium's correct. I don't know, man. Bulge stuff? Oh, I know all about bulge stuff. Oh, my. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go... I don't know. Let's just guess Brussels. That's probably not right, but... okay, whatever. Send it. And then, I guess, 1944? Question mark? Okay, well, the year was correct. That was pretty easy, but... it was, in fact, in France. In... I don't know what city this is. Luzerlesba. Oui, oui. Oh. Well, there you go. And then the last one, I guess Argentina won the World Cup, but the problem is I don't know soccer at all, so I have no idea what year this is. Fuck, nor do I know where we are. It's Argentina versus GFR? What the fuck is GFR? I see a Mexican flag, I think, right here, so I'm assuming this is maybe in Mexico, question mark? I mean, it could just be somebody with a random Mexican flag, I guess, but... Oh, okay, I think it's time. All right, well, we'll worry about that last one later. For now, I guess, okay. We're officially ready to start Knack Split number 2 of the day. Neat. Okay, there we go. Hi, hello, what's up? Oh, hair looking very messy right now. Oh, right, you can't actually see the phone cam. Actually, the phone cam's really laggy for some reason. Not really sure what's up with that, but anyways, you can tell my shirt is actually purple. Honka, honka. It looks better on this cam, I guess, than it does on the main cam, but... I'm probably actually running out of time to do the check on the stuff. Well, let's go to the, let's let me stick around. I don't want to be that guy that's like AFK when we're ready to pull the boss. I'm actually not sure what we're waiting on though right now. Oh shit, hold on. Here's something to show you. That's right, another cam to show. I don't know if you can see, but... Snow flurries? Oh shit, look at that. You can barely see it if you just squint in there. It's there. Oh shit. Comfy. I highly doubt we're getting any sort of accumulation tonight, but still. Neat. White stuff is indeed falling from the sky. This t-shirt's very fashion forward. Honka honka. Yeah. What's the phone cam still? Oh, is it good now? I guess it's good now. I look so tan on this phone cam for some reason. Why is that? Anyways, like I said, we'll continue the candy bar stream after we're done with this raid. Sorry, I didn't realize this raid was going to take so long, nor did I realize I was even going to do this raid at all. So, is what it is, I guess. But I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, if anything, the paydays are probably done now, right? If anything, why is this cam lagging? What is going on right now? Very strange. It's your phone. Connect. Oh my fucking god, man. Oh. It's just giga laggy. What? Sometimes it's just not the stream, boys. Also, nice headphone bump. Oh my. Sometimes it's just not your day, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I mean, good news is to play the video game. It's not that headphone bump. I don't know why it's so laggy, dude. But anyways, to play the video game, we don't need it. That's not the end of the world. Like the stack of chips? Yeah, dude. It's my, it's kind of one of the holdovers from my poker days where I will do like little chip tricks. I just sit here almost as if it's like a fidget spinner for me. Same sort of thing. Can do the Le Chiffre thing from James Bond. Is it still in here? Yes, sir. Well, it's actually coming down pretty well now. Look at that. Oh shit. Comfy. Comfy. Neat. I just want to go do the... Okay, how about this? At the very, very least, let's let me let's just check out the payday, all right? Let me just get that out of the fridge. I'll be right back. Okay, I also have some rogue peanuts just sitting loose on top, which is to be expected. Oh shit. Okay. So we got looking pretty good. It's like very hardened at this point. Nice. I don't know how well you probably can't hear this, but like this is like solid on top now. Oh shit. Really peanuts. Edible peanuts though. Ignore that being on my dick.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, that's set nicely, didn't it? Oh, shit. Definitely want to... I'll be curious to see how easy it is to get this out of the pan. Like, I did pretty thoroughly butter the bottom, but... I don't know how much of a pain that's going to be, but we'll get it out one way or another. Okay. Alright, that's looking like money. Cool. If anything, maybe I'll just leave this out of the fridge now, and so that way, like, maybe it'll unstick from the sides a little bit better. I'm not sure if the science behind that. I'm not sure if that's how that works, but let's assume it is. Alright. It was solid, brown, and hard. 3 of my favorite things. Wow. Oh, I guess I already pressed need and all the shit that dropped, right? So, whatever. Who cares? If they open a trade window, then just chat will have to bother me somehow. I don't know. I'm gonna go back. Let's finish off the Almond Joys, please, God. Let's see. So let me turn the lav mic back on. Wait, actually, it might be on this entire time. Hold on. Hello? Oh, shit, look at that. Still works. Neat. Okay. So that was a raid. Let's go back to the kitchen, shall we? Hi, what's up? All right. Oh my, that's a confirmed balding boys. The headphone bump's doing us in. Oh shit. Back we go. Now, I don't totally know what the consistency of the Almond Joy should be at this point, but it was in the freezer for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then after that, it has been sitting in the fridge for like another, Jesus, at least an hour. I don't know the exact amount of time, but Joel's still spinning. Hey, buddy. But however long it's been, I don't know, but hopefully now it's to the point where it's going to be decently workable. Okay. Let's get chat back up. Let's see if we can re-enter cooking stream mode. Now, for those that are confused, by the way, this stream did start off as a cooking stream, and then we got kind of conscripted into a last-minute max there. That went wonderfully. And before we did that, we were doing a cooking stream in which I was making not 1, but 2 of my favorite Halloween candy bars. Number 1, we were making Almond Joys, which is what we still have to finish. And number 2, we were making Paydays, which thankfully that one's mostly just done. It's just chilling over there, so that's good. So, we're almost done with the Almond Joys as well. That's the good news. The only thing that we really have left at this point is we just need to coat the Almond Joy in chocolate, okay? So let me show you what we got right now. Oh yeah. So, we got like the almond filling basically, and we put the almonds on top. I honestly don't even know what the point of putting the almonds on top when we did was, but whatever, we did. So now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna just have to cut these up into like Almond Joy sized little pieces, coat this shit in chocolate. It should ultimately look like this. That's a real one. And then I guess we just have to wait for the chocolate to set, so we're gonna have to like wait a little bit longer. That's gonna be mildly annoying, but whatever, dude. Oh, please God, let's just finish this off. Okay. This cooking stream is running about 4 hours longer than I expected it to, but you know, sometimes it do be like that. So, where we are in the recipe. So we were in the part where we set this in the fridge for an hour. Okay. Sorry, the freezer I meant. So we're gonna place the candy coating. All right, hold on. All right, so use a sharp knife to cut the coconut mixture between the almonds into 2 small rectangular bars containing 2 almonds each. About 40 pieces. A standard cooking stream. I have been trying to make an effort lately to try to make the cooking streams not be quite as excessively long, but mission failed on this one, boys. We'll get them next time. All right. I guess, yeah, so let's get the Almond Joy onto a cutting board, and we'll just cut it on that. I don't know if you're technically supposed to take off the thing here, but it's gonna be a lot easier and less annoying if it's on a cutting board instead of a metal tray. All right, let's see, will this fit on this cutting board? Maybe we need the big one. The man's cutting board, oh. Okay. Well, I hope this just easily slides off. We got this on the aluminum foil, so that's gonna make it nicer. All right, how easy is this gonna slide? It was oiled up in advance, right? So it should be relatively easy to get this off, right? Okay, yeah. Get the spatula underneath there. Come on, baby. Come on. Work with me. Obviously, it'd be easier just to flip it over and just like have it land on the cutting board. But since we got the almonds specifically on one side, we got to keep this face up at the moment. Come on. Okay. I think she's almost free. Come on, baby. Oh, preserve the almonds. It's still not quite free. What is it? Still sticking somewhere. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yes. Okay. Success. Cool. Almost like really didn't stick to this at all, but I guess the chocolate will ultimately end up adhering it, maybe, I hope. Also, which side was the not toasted almond side? I think it was these ones, right? So, okay. Is Joel chilling with us tonight? Of course Joel's chilling. Hey buddy, what's up? In fact, he's been chilling literally this entire time during the raid even. Kinda might have forgotten about him just sitting over there, but he's chilling. Okay, so let's try our best to cut this into almond joy size squares. I almost wonder if using my pizza roller would make this easier. I could cut it this way, this might be easier. Okay. Oh. Now this entire thing isn't like perfectly rectangular, so because of that I can't just cut it in with a completely straight line. Oh. Ideally, of course, I want the almonds centered on the little bar, but it's not perfect. It's not the end of the world. Hell, if anything, I'm probably putting more care into that than regular almond joys do. Okay. Really should be melting the chocolate right now is actually what I should be doing. I can just do this while it's melting, but sometimes recipes just give you a really weird order of things to do. Like the recipe is like, okay, do this thing now, and now add this ingredient that you definitely already prepped that we didn't tell you to do half an hour ago. Oh, cool, thank you, recipe. Okay. How hard is the base? Doesn't look like I'm pressing that hard. It's actually somewhat solidified at this point. It's not like a block, I can tell you that. It would still fall apart if you picked it up with one hand, it'd probably still fall apart, but it's like, I'm trying to think of like an equivalent consistency. I don't know. I probably should have put it back in the freezer for a bit because like it's probably a little softer right now than it should be. It's workable. I think it'll still work when we dip it in chocolate, like dip all these in chocolate, but ideally I guess these would be not like rock hard, but closer to a little firmer, just so that way it'd be easily workable with the chocolate, but it's okay. Try that little section as a little tester. Tastes like an almond joy? Okay. Okay, no. Perfect, we're horizontally now. Some of these are going to end up being a little bit bigger than the others, but it's okay. A little bit of variety of our almond joy sizes. Nuts of all sizes for the boys and girls. I'm a very diverse streamer who prefers to not discriminate against everyone's particular nut size. Why am I not doing a Mask Garrow watch party? Mask Garrow? Is that some cringe anime or something? Because I'm not a weeb, that's right. Or that's why. Weebs, get the fuck out. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it'll be workable. I guess, especially like hopefully once the chocolate will harden on it, it'll be fine. Oh, was that a terrible typo of Makara? Probably because I don't give a fuck about it, so why would I stream it? Okay. How many bars is this? I actually didn't really count. The recipe says it's gonna make, I think it said 40, but I think we're making a half recipe, so it should be in theory about 20, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 24 plus an extra 3, so it's like 27 of them. Sure, okay. Okay, so last thing, gotta melt the chocolate. When I went to Walmart earlier today, you would hope that like, oh, they'll have just kind of like a mini portion of chocolate I can melt. No, they only got the giant fucking economy-sized blocks of chocolate-flavored candy coating stuff, so we're gonna have a little bit of this left over. What will I do with it? I have no idea, but I guess probably won't go bad, so I'll just keep it and just use it like 5 years from now. Sure. All right, so we're supposed to basically melt this shit a little bit at a time, so that way, because we don't want to like burn it, we just want to make it so that way it's like warm-ish, so that way it's like enough to be liquidy enough to coat stuff like, you know, the Almond Joys, right? Okay, so what's 4 cups, but we're doing half a recipe, so we want to do 2 cups, which this isn't in cups. How the fuck is that supposed to help? What is 1 serving size here? 1 serving size is, I don't know. I guess I'll just weigh this. I got a scale. It says you're supposed to use, what is it? 679 grams, so 340-ish is what we need. Take a bite from it? It's a little hard to want to take a bite out of this. I don't want to crack a tooth. Oh, I see mage portals up in Nax. Let me take the portal out to Stormwind, and then we're officially done. All right. Okay. That's the end of our video gaming for the day, thank God. Anyways. So I'm guessing maybe like 3 of these blocks will get the job done. Let's see, what did I say, 340 grams? Here's the size of said blocks right here. That is, okay, that's actually about half of what I need. Damn, so this entire recipe actually in reality calls for this entire thing. Holy fuck. So, I guess I'm gonna have less left over than I thought I would. Yikes. Oh, careful, SpongeBob. Oh, okay, well. There you go. All right, that is 337 grams. I'm calling that close enough. Okay. Now, it says in order to melt this, let's see, the instructions on this say, let's see. Place desired amount of coating into a microwave-safe bowl, microwave at full power for 60 seconds, then stir thoroughly. After that, continue to heat in 15-second increments until product is smooth. Okay, overheating of the coating will cause it to burn. Don't want that, do we? All right. So, yeah, I'm kind of hoping this doesn't go disastrously, but I guess if it does, then it's going to result in a clip and maybe a dirty microwave at worst, so be it. Ooh, man, I'm looking forward to that payday, man. Buddy. Very exciting microwave cam. I'm gonna go and cover this bowl in a paper towel just to be safe. A little spooked by potential exploding chocolate in my microwave. Chocolate! Chocolate! I'd like to buy all your chocolate, please. I remember chocolate. I hate chocolate. Chocolate! Yeah. So anyways, to give you a better close-up of the paydays here, you can, I mean, oh, okay, well some of the peanuts aren't necessarily glued onto there, but you can tell how solidified that is now. It's looking good. Hold on, focus, focus, focus. Focus, baby, come on. Why are you not focusing? Come on. Hello? Well, all right. For whatever reason, the camera's not focusing, but you get the idea, right? Oh, there we go, nice. Oh yeah, look at that, it looks like a payday. Like I said, I don't know how easy this is gonna be to slice up, nor do I know how out of the pan, but I don't know, worst case scenario, just get a knife and cut out the middle and we call that a payday bar. Okay. See how this is looking. Supposed to stir and then redo things at 15-minute increments, or 15-second increments it is. I mean, that looks sort of, okay, there we go, yeah. Not completely melted, but it's partially, I guess, all right. Now, this isn't like, keep in mind, these aren't like technically solid blocks of traditional milk chocolate. This is specific chocolate that's supposed to be used for doing exactly what I'm doing, which is coating something in liquid chocolate. So sort of the sort of thing you would dip like strawberries in, that sort of thing. So hopefully it'll work out the way we want it to. I almost consider it dark chocolate because like dark chocolate milk or almond joys are a thing, and frankly I prefer those, but I decided we'd stay traditional and just stick with the milk chocolate, which is fine. Milk chocolate's still tasty. Looks good. Well, don't say anything yet. We gotta try it, but yeah, looks-wise, I gotta say, it got that. It's got that payday aesthetic for sure. Well, okay, still a little chunky, but we're getting there. It's probably actually only like 2 or 3 more 15-second nukes until we're good to go. Okay. You're also a payday enjoyer. So you're basically what you're saying is you have refined taste buds. Oh, look at that. I think that's actually Gucci. You're saying you're a woman of culture. I agree. Paydays. I was gonna say low-key bis for candy bars, but fuck it. It's not even low-key, it's just high-key bis. And if you disagree, you're just wrong. All right, that's looking pretty good right there, boys. I don't think we want to get it any hotter than we need to. There's a small chunk in there, but fuck it, whatever. This is fine. Let's send it. Okay. So, there we go. What are we gonna want to put this on once they're dipped in chocolate? I guess we'll probably just want to get another thing like aluminum, a thing of aluminum foil out, right? Let's see. The recipe says you made caramel apples for your coworkers today. This woman, hell yeah. I'll be honest though, caramel apples, like they're good. Don't get me wrong, but I'll probably. I don't want to be an asshole now, but like, if somebody brings in caramel apples, I'm like, fruit? Really? No, they're not bad. I'll still eat it, but could have brought me more almond joys. I don't know, but that's okay. Somebody's got to bring. Somebody's got to be that person that brings in the fruit. All right, so we're gonna have to use using toothpicks, dipping tools, or simply 2 forks. I'll probably just go with 2 forks. Completely immerse each coconut bar in the melted chocolate. Lift it up. Let the excess chocolate drip back into the bowl. Drag the bottom against the tip of the bowl to remove any excess chocolate. Place each bar on the foil-lined baking sheet. Repeat with the remaining candy bars and just put them in the fridge for like 15 minutes. Okay, sure. Is this gonna fit all of them? Probably will. Fuck it. If it doesn't, I guess we can always just put it on another surface, like if it's an emergency or something. Okay, so get our dippy nut chocolate. Yes, sir. And then I don't really know how easily / difficult it's going to be to immerse these without them falling apart, but let's, I guess, just send one and give it a shot and find out. It says to use 2 forks, but I'm not really sure what the logistics or how the logistics of 2 forks would work. Also said you could use 2 toothpicks, but I don't have any toothpicks, so that's a problem. I guess I could stab it with a fork. Yeah, that's why that probably, it wanted them to be like kind of frozen in advance, because now like they're kind of not structurally sound enough to stab. Let's just try dipping like this and see what happens. I'm afraid the almonds are gonna fall off too. Can they stay on? I can't see them, I can't tell. That probably worked. And then just put it back like so. Yeah, almonds are on there. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Okay. I mean, like, maybe can I just do this by hand? Let's see. It's kind of messy if I do this by hand, but maybe this is just like probably the most precise way to do it. A lot of chocolate on there. Chocolate! Yeah, fork still might be the play, because otherwise, like, I've got like the handprints on these that'll leave like finger marks, which is not ideal. I mean, that's still coated, that's still nice. But I think the fork worked a little better. Okay. He's got the right look though, I'll give him that. Oh my. Note to self. Cleaning off chocolate candy coating off your fingers, not easy, because imagine that, this stuff was meant to stick to stuff. All right, now it just looks like I got shit all over my fingers, but I promise it's chocolate. Don't worry. Fuck, man, I should have put these back in the fridge. Mistakes were made, dude. Yeah, this is just so annoyingly soft now that like I can't realistically poke into it without losing structural integrity. I mean, I guess I could put like some of these back in the freezer right now, but realistically, it's gonna take a while for them to like refreeze, right? Fuck, man. What can you do? Come on, baby. Okay. I'm definitely struggling to get as much chocolate off as you probably should be getting off these, because it says to pretty thoroughly drain these, so it's just like barely coated, and these are definitely rocking a pretty thick coating here. Plus, yeah, fuck, man. Plus the coconut is kind of falling apart. Not completely. It's working. It's just precarious. I'll say that. Also, the chocolate is hardening. Oh, not like this. Don't harden on me, bud. Okay. I guess we can remelt this in the microwave if we need to, but this is very quickly becoming not liquid chocolate again. Fuck, I lost an almond. No. Man. This would be a lot easier if I did bring toothpicks like the recipe kind of called for. I kind of just figured like, oh, it says I could use 2 forks. That'll be good enough, right? But toothpicks definitely would have been best. Need the SpongeBob chocolate lady? I remember chocolate. I hate chocolate. Chocolate! Man. Maybe, you know, I was gonna say maybe I could put like half of these back in the freezer, but I just want to finish these, man. Oh, I did not want to do a 7-hour cooking stream today, to be honest. I have shit to do. Okay. Come on out for me, buddy. I feel like when I slide it off the fork, it at least like gets rid of more of the excess chocolate, so it's actually working a little bit better than you would guess. You can see actually some of these are already setting actually, even without the refrigerator.
GG.
So it's working. Okay. Working. I'm a little concerned with how stuck they'll be to the bottom of the tray, but I guess the good news is we don't really necessarily need to make these look like 1-to-1, like as long as realistically they taste the same and the tops are kind of like looking good, and the bottom, you don't see that part anyways, right? So like it's fine, dude, it's fine. Alright, my baby. Hey, what's up, Dip Shite? Oh my, what a name, coming in hot with the 41-month sub. Were you named something else recently, or up until recently? Because I feel like I should recognize your name if you're a 41-month sub, but I actually don't. Regardless, thank you, sir. Your evidently very forgettable sub will go directly to the Hot Pockets, Doritos, Payday, and Almond Joy Fund. Oh shit. The almonds, speaking of which, are falling off. Not so good. Get back on there, buddy. Gotta fully immerse that shit. Not winning? Yeah, it's working. It's a little messier than I prefer this, and maybe the Almond Joys aren't appearing quite as pristine as they're trying to get them, but overall, actually, like, I don't know if you can tell. If you look at the ones on this baking sheet right here, that the ones I laid like a while ago, like this one, that one's like almost completely hardened now. That one's almost to the point where it's like already ready, like even without any of the refrigeration that it calls for. It's actually looking kind of fogged. Oh, but still have quite a few to dip to go. Okay. Come on. Almost there, almost there. Oh. Now, one thing I can definitely tell you for sure is this entire sheet is not going to fit every single Almond Joy, so we're going to have to get another one out here in a second. But I guess I can just use a plate as well, right? It doesn't actually matter what they're resting on. All it's supposed to be is essentially a cooling rack anyways. Okay. It is looking pretty tasty. Booty. It's also the right shape, I'll say that. Like, if you compare the two, here's a real Almond Joy right here. So, I mean, shit. If I didn't tell you that one of those was a real Almond Joy, would you be able to realistically tell the difference on that little tray right now? Okay. Now, that being said, might look the part, but it's gonna have to taste the part as well. But I will say the preliminary signs were good, because like I can tell you I tried a little bit of the filling already. The filling was looking good, and the chocolate's just chocolate, right? Great value, of course. Oh man. One thing that didn't work at all though is like adhering the almonds to the coconut. I almost feel like maybe in the future if I was going to try this again, I don't think I will, but in the future if I did try this again for some reason, I would probably maybe like wet the almonds or something before I put them on top of the coconut, or maybe, I don't know, I'd want to use like some sort of liquid to like help the almonds like adhere to the coconut, because otherwise they just very, very easily slide off when you try to pick up the entire bar. Oh my. Also, I might end up needing more dipping chocolate here. I think I probably was supposed to drip off more of this. I'm probably leaving on too much of the chocolate coating right now just because I'm a little impatient at this point. I don't really feel like each one to get fully drained here. Plus you can see there's a lot of excess just sitting on the cutting board, so that's probably also a bit that should have been going on the bars. Come on, come on. Okay. Trying to avoid using my fingers to like slide this off the fork because then it kind of messes with the coating on the end where I slid it off. Yeah, like all those ends are kind of fucked because of that. That's a little unfortunate, but whatever, dude. Is fudge? No, it's officially labeled as candy chocolate coating or chocolate candy coating. I mean, you can see it's hardening really, really well here, actually. Maybe what I'll do here is, let's lift this shit off the cutting board and then let me just like nuke it again for another 15 seconds in the microwave to remelt this. If anybody's ever heard of what's called like magic shell, it's kind of like one of those little not rubber, but like one of those containers where you squeeze out the chocolate in liquid form on ice cream and then it hardens into like a hard like chocolate shell. It's kind of like that, except it started in hardened form and now it's liquefied, but then need to microwave this shit to get it back to like liquid form. Okay, let me do that real quick. Come on. Okay. Be nice and hot. Chocolate, I don't think it's probably meant to be like remelted after it's already solidified, so it's only kind of sort of melted again, but we're calling that good enough. Okay. So what I'm sort of doing to make sure that like the almonds don't fall off and it doesn't fall apart is I'm basically like, I'm placing it inside the chocolate and I'm just using the fork to basically like spoon the chocolate over to cover it instead of actually just like flipping it around and shit, because flipping it around like is a little spooky with the lack of structural integrity at this point of the little coconut bars. All right, come on. We're gonna have to bust out a plate or something for this little second batch or the second half here. Oh, that's too much. That's still on there, to be honest. Chocolates, as it's beginning to harden even like in the bowl right now, now it's starting to not want to drip off of the coconuts as much as it did at the start. Guess I could try to just reheat it again. Full coverage, baby. Come on now. No half measures on our almond joys. Hot chocolate chug? Oh, that'd be a pretty thick chocolate drink. I don't know about that one, dude. As you can tell, this chocolate at this point is very, very thick. Once it hardens, it's gonna be tasty. I can tell you that, but it's getting harder and harder to work with. Okay, so put that in the fridge. By the time we're done with the second batch, this batch will definitely be ready. Okay. Come on, baby. Home stretch, home stretch. These almond joys are a culmination of 7 hours of work. Surely it's gonna be worth it. Admittedly, not all of that cooking, but you know. Technically, the cooking stream never ended, so we're gonna call it a 7-hour cooking stream. Oy. Is it cocoa base? I don't know. It's literally just called like same as shit. It is chocolate flavored candy coating, and I bought it at Walmart for $4. Is it the highest quality chocolate in the world? Probably not. Is it good enough for fake almond joys? Yeah, I think it'll get the job done fine. Although, like I said, I might actually have to melt more of this shit for the remainder of this these almond joy bases, because I'm kind of running out at this point, and we still have quite a few to go. I think, yeah, we definitely need some more. I think I've been using a lot of excess and just dripping it off where it shouldn't be dripping off, or I've been just putting on too much on each bar, and that's probably mostly what it is. Then again, extra chocolatey almond joys doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world. Oh, come on. This one's structural integrity is not wonderful. Oh, that one's, yeah, that one kind of got fucked. Okay, well, whatever. That's a pretty scuffed looking one. Let's melt some more chocolate, shall we? Yeah. I think another one like those 2 blocks that we had will get the job done. Oh, it's gonna be such a pain in the ass to clean up too. Not really looking forward to that part. All right. Oh, come on. Maybe just sort of like, ha. Maybe a knife? Careful, SpongeBob. Oh, precarious. Maybe this will just like break it off now. Come on, baby. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oy. Okay. This fucking bar? Yeah, it's a chunker one, huh? What am I gonna do with all of this? Like, I'm never gonna be able to eat all of these on my own. I don't wanna like stuff my fucking face. That'd be kind of gross. But at the same time, I've got like what? 27 of these? Maybe I'll just like bring them to like a, maybe like my friend who works at the brewery. Maybe I'll just bring it to her. Be like, hey, you like almond joys? Actually, wait, shit, I actually know for a fact she doesn't like almond joys. Fuck. I don't know how long these will preserve either, since we're not talking about like regular candy bars that have a bazillion preservatives in them, so I'm not really sure if they're gonna still be just as good like a month later. I don't know. Maybe, I guess I could freeze them. Maybe that'll work. Oh, okay. All right. Well, those aren't melted at all. Okay. More time. Yeah, so in case you didn't know what I was talking about with like as far as the, you can basically just break these in half now. It's like really, these are really bendy now, and they're not supposed to be this way. They're supposed to essentially be completely firm at this point, and that's why you put it in the freezer for an hour. I didn't want them to completely freeze, and so I got paranoid, so I put them in the fridge for that final hour while I was in raid, but unfortunately now it means like this is way softer than it should be. So, it's still working, and I think by the time you've coated it in chocolate and the chocolate hardens, I think it's fine. Like, I think it'll stay together, I think it'll be structurally sound at that point, but it's very precarious trying to mix it in, like get it coated in chocolate now, because it wants to just fall apart until it is coated. Or hell, even after it's coated. Okay, maybe one more 15-second nuke and we're good. Every surface of my kitchen at this point is just kind of coated in this little dull layer of hardened chocolate. I guess I could think of worse things, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass to clean up. Okay. Should be good. It is hotter now, so hopefully that means it'll be easy to spread and easy to like kind of drain off of the ones that are already done. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Perhaps I also shouldn't be licking the fork that's then dipping these into the chocolate. Assuming other people are eating these later, but just don't tell anyone, okay, chat? Just keep that a secret between you guys and me. Oh, careful, SpongeBob. Come on, come off the fork without me having to finger it, please. Oy. That sort of worked. Toothpicks would be clutch, though, for sure. Drain off of there, drain off of there. Come on now, come on now. These are definitely, I think, still too coated in, where they're coated in more chocolate than they should be, I think, but like I said, A, getting impatient, and no, an almond fell off, not like this. And B, like, I'm trying to use the chocolate almost as like a, something to keep the structural integrity, so I'm trying to cover it a decent amount, because if it's too thin of a layer on the outside, it's probably not going to hold together. Alright, got like what, like 8 to go? Shit, this process takes feels like longer than the actual prep part. I just want to try this shit, please. Okay, draining, draining. Oh yeah, this one wants to fall apart on me. Oh, come on, bud. Come on. Maybe at this point I should actually use 2 forks just to like extract this out so that way I'm trying to do it like lengthwise on the fork, but that's actually just making it fall apart more. Let's call in a backup fork. Almost there, baby. At least the ones in the fridge are basically going to be done as soon as we're done with this batch, so we can finally give these both a taste test once I'm done with this round. Haven't done much baking before this. Well, this isn't really baking per se, because I didn't actually bake anything for this recipe, because this recipe is mostly just about, I don't know, making the filling, and like I melted some stuff in the stove, and then after that, fuck me, this is working less and less well now. Like, none of this chocolate wants to run off now. You know what? Oh, okay. I just want to say fuck the rest of these and just say whatever what I have already is good enough. I'm just gonna speed run this. Fuck it, man. Whatever. I don't actually give a fuck at this point. I just want to finish. I just want to be done. Yeah. Get the chocolate on there. Yeah, whatever. Fine. Sure. Yeah, sure. So yeah, there wasn't really any baking involved. It was mostly just like making the filling on the. Hell, I mean, this one actually the almond joy didn't involve any heat at all. Literally all I did was just combine a bunch of like condensed milk and coconut and something else. Powdered sugar, that's right. And basically just combined it until it made this like really dense, like barely pliable block of coconut that allowed me to then put it in the fridge. It hardened up, and then now we're coating it in chocolate. And then the paydays, those ones, the only thing we did like as far as like heat was concerned was just get the fuck out of here, come on. Was we just like melted the sauce over a saucepan on the stove. We didn't actually bake anything. I mean, I'm assuming there's most candy bars out there you wouldn't really bake, right? Because like candy bars, assuming they're coated in chocolate at least, like you can't really bake the chocolate on a candy bar, otherwise it's just gonna turn into like a little chocolate goop. All right, I've pretty much run out of chocolate in this little bowl here, and at this point, I kind of don't give a fuck about melting more, so we're just gonna call this good enough. Maybe I'll just finish this later off stream or something, I don't know. I'm ridiculously over this. All right, yeah, get out of there. Okay. All right. Well, let me put this off to the side. This bowl is gonna be a fun time to clean later, I'm sure. Get these ones in the fridge, take the current ones out, and oh shit, I still gotta cut up the payday bars and then like payday bar size, don't I? We still have the conundrum of how are we gonna get those paydays out of the giant glass dish. I mean, I did butter the bottom of it, so like in theory it should be pretty lubed up, but at the same time, I don't know, that the stuff that we put inside there, the batter or whatever you want to call it, was pretty sticky, so I'm just concerned that it's gonna have stuck to the bottom here. But I definitely do want to get this out because I want to be able to like cut it, and I don't want to cut it inside the Pyrex. That's going to fuck up my knife and the Pyrex for that matter. I guess we can just try to like, I mean, I could literally just flip it over and see if it just comes out. That might work. Might sort of fuck up the structural integrity, but at this point, like I said, I don't really give a fuck anyways. Let me get the big cutting board. Let's just try that. Let me move off the old coconut ones onto the small cutting board, and we'll just use this one for the payday. How the fuck do I clean this? Please tell me hot water will melt this shit. Not really. Come on, baby. Okay, hold on. The water's getting hot. Hold on. Okay, it's sort of barely working. Oh, I hope this doesn't clog my drain either, like re-solidifies in the drain. That's not gonna be a thing, is it? Nah, it'll be fine. Okay, close enough. And now the moment of truth. Can't we get this giant block of payday out of here? Oi, okay. Well, wish me luck, I guess. I'm just gonna send it, I guess. Oh, peanuts going flying. Let me flip this over the other way so they don't go flying onto the floor. That's okay, I live in an apartment. If the sink gets clogged, I just call the landlord and say, hey, your sink is fucking up. Fix that for free, please. There we go. Okay, well, it's still stuck to the bottom. What if I just sort of... You can kind of see it's adhered a little bit to the sides. I think most of this actually is probably gonna be able to separate, but parchment paper, yeah, that might have been a good idea, but a little late now. Warm the bottom, maybe? How? Okay, let me cut the sides at least. Let me see if we can like kind of, I don't know how much the sides are sticking, but this might help actually. Yeah, the sides were definitely sticking a bit, so that's part of it at least. Oh, in fact, they're sticking a lot. Man, I even like thoroughly buttered the sides, didn't I? Need to use spatulas. I hope not. Because I don't really know how I'd get the spatula in there. I don't know how I'd get it underneath it to even lift it out. many peanuts falling off, dude. Please use a different knife for that. Yeah, my little one, I guess. Ah, man. This is very stuck to the sides. This makes me concerned that even if I cut the sides here, like, it's never gonna come off the bottom. All right, let's give it another shot. I don't think this is gonna work, but let's see. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll just cut a chunk out of the middle and we'll just get a bar-shaped piece out and then we'll just like, I'll worry about this later. All these peanuts falling off the top layer, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna waste these. Where do I put these? I got like I'll put it like a measuring cup for now. Eat them? No, I don't want to eat real dinner at this point, man. I'm so fucking hungry. I don't want to have candy bars for dinner, dude. Okay, let's just cut this out. I'll just cut a bar out of the center. I'll worry about the rest of this later, dude. I'm really fucking over it. One sec. My hair is just all over the place. Let me grab a hat. Get this shit under control. Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll just cut this down the middle and then, oh, careful. Cut this down the middle. That might make it easier to spatula out later. Okay, what's the size of a payday? Let's see here. It's basically just the entire length. Okay, that's kind of convenient at least. We'll just cut like little strips like this. This will be a little bit longer than a king size bar, but whatever, it's close enough. Okay. Come on now, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay, look at that. Oh, thank God. That was one long ass king size payday right there. Let me get these almond joys back in the fridge. All right, I mean, it's not picture perfect, but kind of what you want it looking like, right? All right, almond joys. That should be mostly hardened at this point. Okay. Down in the fridge. Oh, and finally we get to do our taste test. That only took 6 hours or so. Not so bad. Okay, which one of these looks like the most picturesque? This one's not bad. Try this one. Oh, look at that! Just came right off the sheet too. I was worried that was gonna stick, but that works fine. Cool. And we've had our our preview Almond Joy just sitting here the entire time, so now ready to go. So there you go, there's the comparison between the two. The real Almond Joy is a little bit smaller, I guess, maybe a little bit more compact, but overall, I guess the chocolate on the real Almond Joy is also a little bit lighter compared to the ones that we made, but other than that, it looks pretty similar, I'll say. All right, let's take the payday out too, shall we? What's up, dressed? You need this after today? Yeah, I could use a candy bar right now. I feel like I've earned this. Sorry to experience the worst raid. It's okay, those raids happen. Every guild has that type of raid every now and then, just part of the experience, right? Okay, there we go. I'll say the filling of mine, so okay, one thing I'll say about my payday is it's definitely less rigid compared to the real thing. I suspect if I refrigerated this payday a little bit longer, or like if I took this straight out of the fridge, it'd be much more rigid, but in reality this payday is definitely has a bit of a droopage to it. Compared to this one, which is like solid, right? That's not going anywhere. That's like a very, very densely packed unit, but okay. Let's compare the two, shall we? Let's try out the Almond Joy first, since I'm a little curious about this one. That one took a lot more work, I can tell you that. Oh, I gotta go to the gym after this too. Fuck me, man. Okay, first things first, let's try the real Almond Joy, okay? I've had this sitting in front of me, taken out of the packaging, and just tantalizing me the entire time, and I finally get to eat it. Okay, it tastes like an Almond Joy. Nice and coconutty in the middle. Chocolatey on the outside. And the almond is, well, it's an almond. Honestly, the almond part of the Almond Joy I can kind of live without, ironically, because the almond is really nothing special. It's literally just like this extra little thing tacked on to the top of the bar. I don't want to take the second bite, to be honest. Okay. Versus homemade Almond Joy. I'll break this apart for you so that way let's get like a little cross section. Let's see what it looks like in the middle. Because I have to bite it. Chocolate's a lot thicker, I can tell you that. Oops. Okay. I mean, that's kind of what you want an Almond Joy center to look like, right? Okay. The chocolate is by far thicker on the homemade one compared to the original one. That's not necessarily a bad thing though, right? If anything, the real Almond Joy is kind of cheaps out on the chocolate, whereas this one goes nice and thick. You know, I was clowning on toasting the almonds earlier, saying like it was kind of pointless, but honestly, you can actually absolutely tell the difference of the toasted almond on the homemade one versus the, I'm pretty sure, just raw almond on this one right here. The toasted almond does actually really add like an extra bit of flavor to that. It's pretty good. You can actually taste the almond in this one. This one you can just feel the crunch of it. You couldn't really taste the almond. This one though adds like extra flavor to it. That's nice. Coconut filling is also very solid as well. I'd say it tastes about the same as the real Almond Joy. I'd say the filling is mostly just like a faithful recreation, a solid 1-to-1. It's kind of hard to improve on that, to be honest. So, okay. Also, they use cheap almonds. Not like I'm using fancy gourmet almonds, but sure. Okay, let me get some water. I need to clear my palate before I go through the payday. Like, I'm so hungry right now, the last thing I want to eat is candy. I want to have real food. So, if I'm being completely honest, this tastes kind of sickeningly sweet and kind of gross at the moment, but it's content, baby. All right. Ah, so sweet. No wonder I never eat candy. Ah, okay. Let's try the payday. Now payday, I would argue, is, at least for me, the goated of goat candy bars. I love paydays. Always have been my favorite, and Whenever I was a kid, like when I went out to Halloween, I would get candy. Paydays were always the first thing I would eat, without question. All right. Payday, yeah. So it's like peanut buttery and also marshmallowy. Definitely has a small twinge of like artificial chemical to it. But that's part of the experience, I guess. All right. I'll be honest, maybe not quite as goated as I remember from my childhood, but still these. Still these. All right. Let's try our version. The filling is much more toffee-esque. This is like solid. The filling right here is like definitely fully solidified, whereas like this, as you can kind of tell just based on like the shape it takes. It's not fully solid. Now, if I put it in the fridge or something and just left it there overnight, I'm not sure if it'd totally solidify at that point, but it's not as solid as I prefer. So therefore it loses some of the crunch because then it's more just like you're biting into like a soft toffee, like I said. A little flaccid, you know. Yeah, I mean, if this had more crunch to it, if this was like fully solidified, it's solid. I'd say that the taste is good. The taste has kind of like the peanut butter taste without the weird kind of like sort of slight hint of chemicalness of the real one. But no, it's hard to chew because it's not solid. So, all right, conclusion. What do I think? Well, I'd say as far as trying to, like, let's put it this way. If I gave somebody this and told them, like, this is a payday bar, would they believe me? They'd probably think, like, yes initially, but then find it a little strange and wonder, like, is this a real payday bar? So, this would be hard to pass off as a real one. Taste-wise, I'd say it's a tiny bit better. Texture-wise and, like, overall cohesiveness-wise, it's not as good as the real thing. The real thing has this, like, solid, complete rigidity to it that makes it a much better experience to eat. So overall, I would still give the edge to the real one versus my homemade one. Homemade one's not bad, but this one's still superior. And then Almond Joy. Could this pass for a real Almond Joy? I think the thing that would give it away is like how thick the layer of chocolate is. But taste-wise, I'd say the only difference between the two is the fact that the toasted almond actually brings out a lot more flavor. So taste-wise, I think mine wins again. And then texture-wise, I think mine wins as well. I do like the thicker layer of chocolate because it gives a nice little like crunch when you bite into it. Plus, the almond actually contributes a lot more to the flavor, and the filling's about the same. So I'll give the slight edge to my Almond Joy, and I'll give the slight edge, maybe a moderate edge to the real payday. So 1 for 2, not bad, not bad. Is this worth all of the effort to make homemade candy bars versus just going to a store and buying a candy bar for $2? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Please, go just buy a candy bar. There's a lot of effort, plus you end up with like a bazillion candy bars. I'm not gonna eat all of these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of this, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just give them to, maybe I'll just dress up in all black and give them to random kids I see on the street at night. Maybe I'll be that guy that all the parents always warn the kids about. Maybe. All right. Let's wrap it up, shall we? Okay. Back to the computer room we go. I'm tired, man. Okay. Alrighty. I'm sorry the stream sucked, boys. I don't know. It wasn't a good stream, but we tried. We made the best of things, and at least we got the end product that we were sort of looking for. So, I don't know. they're not all bangers, I guess. Let's, we'll move on, and next cooking stream will be better, I promise. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow. Stream tomorrow's going to start at the regular time, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 16 Central European time because of the time change right now. Gonna do AQBWLMC on the Horde Warrior, that is. It's up a Mythrillion coming in hot with Prime sub. Thank you, sir. Your sub will go directly to the Hot Pockets, Doritos, and I would say Halloween candy fun, but I've got plenty now, so maybe not that. Yeah, so AQ40 BWLMC tomorrow. That'll be on the Horde Warrior. We'll do that. Plus, maybe I'll do the candy bar tier list tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but then that obviously ended up not happening. So, got that. ICC will be on Thursday. Friday, we'll do a special stream for BlizzCon, and I guess the Ally Warrior might do next. I don't know. Saturday, do I have something scheduled for Saturday? I don't think I do. Maybe just AQ. Sunday will be next on the Horde Warrior. And that should be the week coming up, so. Something Discord, you know the drill. !point Discord if you want to do that. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you tolerating that, what passes for content, I guess. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I gotta maybe eat some real food and be productive. Bye. Happy Halloween, by the way. I guess I never really said that, but happy Halloween. Honka, honka. Alright. Bye.